What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch-along. Arsenal Premier League action is back. Arsenal against Everton at Goodison Park. Super Sunday business, people. And we got some interesting things to talk about today, that is for sure, including the team lineup. And I'm on time, people. What are you telling me? Sunday afternoon business, and I'm here on time. But listen, looking forward to the game today and hoping that we go 3-point collecting. Obviously, we've got to watch everyone else play this weekend, so we sort of know how the situation has panned out. Oh, Scott says I'm 3 minutes late. Forget it. Delete it. I'm late. But closer. But anyway, it's an interesting game today, a difficult game today, because for some strange reason, no matter how bad Everton are, Santa Claus, a.k.a. Arsenal, seem to turn up and hand out an early Christmas present and give Everton 3 points. So we need to make sure we handle business today and win. Big up to everyone locked in. Make sure you like the video. Let's get 3,000 likes today. We're aiming big, and we're only about 50 subscribers away from 67k. So if you haven't subscribed, lick down that button and let's get to that today, people. We're just going to quickly go over the team. We'll go into some other things and then we'll come back to it later. But the headline news, people, for anybody tuning in, the headline news of today: David Raya starts for Arsenal. David Raya starts for Arsenal today in goal. Aaron Ramsdale dropped, rested, as they call it. But, you know, listen, I always said that David Raya was not brought in to sit on this bench. And do you know what? I had a feeling he was going to start today. On his Twitter account, he put a picture up this morning, you know, saying, you know, when they put like a poster up, it was him in the Arsenal kit, and he was saying Everton against Arsenal. And I was like, you don't really put that up if you're on the bench, do you? You know, you usually do that when you're starting. So, listen, like I said, Kieran Tierney was our left back. We really thought he was a top left back. Zinchenko came in and all of a sudden we went to a different level. Not that he was better defensively, but on the ball. I think Ramsdale has actually done very well at Arsenal, and I actually think he's a little bit unlucky. But I'm also a fan, and a fan means you want the very best for your team. And I think that although Aaron Ramsdale has done well for Arsenal, I do think there's another level that we can reach with the goalkeeper. It's harsh. Apparently, he's been fantastic in training, but I'm all for it. You know, I'm all for it. It needs to work, though. It does need to work. You know, let's not say, you know, if Freya goes to Everton as a stinker today, people will say, why did you do it today? Ramsdale will probably start the Champions League game against PSV. So listen, let's see how that one goes. But David Raya starts for Arsenal. The other headline bit of news, people: Kai Havertz has been dropped. Hallelujah! Praise the Lord! Oh, yes! Sorry. You've got an agenda! You should support your own players. He's one of our own. Get him on the bench! I do support him. I support him all the way to that bench. Sit down and relax. Yeah, come on off the bench. Maybe you can get a goal for us later on in the game. But starting, no, bun that. I don't want to see him start. Have a rest. Yeah, it ain't working out. Relax. You know, sometimes you're in a relationship, it ain't working. You need a little break. He needs a break. So Havertz is on the bench, people. And Fabio Vieira starts. Listen, we've been hyping him. He's done well the last couple of games off the bench. Oh, yeah, Havertz probably starting the Champions League, won't he? He scored the winning goal in the Champions League final, so he's got to start. Chaz said, you're a bit harsh. Oh, no, not a little bit, Chaz. If you watch this channel on a regular basis, there's no bit harsh about it. Praise the Lord! Yes! Sorry, Kai Havertz. You know, it's reverse psychology. I'm trying to hype you up so that when you come on, you're like, I'm going to prove them all wrong. But listen, Fabio Vieira gets the start. Now, I'll be honest, in my predicted lineup, not my predicted lineup, the lineup that I would have picked, I picked two teams. One of them, I put Trossard in the 8 role. The other one, I said, play Jorginho next to Declan Rice. I didn't actually pick Fabio Vieira in my team. I thought it might be a little bit too physical for him, but the reality is He played against Brentford away last year, and people say they're one of the most physical teams in the division. And we all know he scored a belter in that game and played really well. So listen, this is the rebirth of Fabio Vieira. You know, last season I was refusing to call him Vieira due to the Patrick Vieira and the way Fabio was playing. But he's earned his second name back, and you know, he deserves his opportunity. This is what football's all about. Listen, you know, on one hand, last season most people were saying Fabio Vieira needed some yam and dumpling and a protein shake. You know, he was that weak. But he's come in this season. He's had a good pre-season. He's come off the bench and done well. And, you know, he's earned his place in the team. So even though some people will be saying, oh, Kai Havertz, overly harsh, blah, 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 give him time. We're football fans. We are fickle people. I'm as fickle as they come. One week you're rubbish, get rid of him, I don't rate you. The next week I've always rated you shameless, what a player. Go on the green screen. It's football, people. It's football. So as much as we're all, you know, Havertz, he can turn it around. So Fabio starts. The third one that I thought, I wouldn't have done this, but some of you may have. The third one is Gabriel Jesus is on the bench. Eddie Nketiah starts. Now, some people will say, and I understand, Eddie's done well, doesn't deserve to get dropped. I understand that. But the other thing, for me, I don't know. I just think... Listen, there'll be a debate that he should have started. He deserved it. I think if Gabriel Jesus is fit and he's in form, he should start. And that goal that he scored against Manchester United, that for me is him being in form. I would have played Gabriel Jesus. But I suppose the reality of the situation, we've got 3 games in 7 days. He's just come back from an operation on his knee. You're not going to want him to start 3 games in 7 days. The reason I would have gone for Jesus, because I think his link-up play and his hold-up play is better. And I think against Everton, it will be a physical game. But Eddie starts. A lot of you saying in the comments, yeah, Jesus will play probably against PSV, which I think will happen. I just think it's a risk today. The Arsenal bench today, you know, we've come a long way from them days when I said our bench looked like a dirty bench in a park with bird poo all over it. This is like, you know, a nice 3-piece sofa in the showroom. Ramsdale, Kivior, Nelson, Trossard, Jorginho, Havertz, Jesus, Smith Rowe and Tomiyasu. I mean, squad depth is looking much, much better, people. Much better. Internationals, quality players. Jesus, Smith Rowe, Trossard, Havertz off the bench, hopefully with a point to prove, you know, and listen, the squad looks much better. And like you said, Ish, Thomas Partey and Timber to come back. Don't forget Mohamed El Neni as well. I mean, no disrespect, Mo El Neni, but yeah. Obviously, Timber we may not have for the rest of the season, but definitely... you know, Thomas Partey as well would be another huge addition. But the bench is much, much better. Get a Fix said the bench is looking better than you, Big C. I wouldn't go that far. It's decent, but, you know. Anyway, let's not get into all that. Anyway, and Everton, should we talk? Pickford, Young, Tarkowski, Bramthwaite, Mikalenko, Anana, Idrissa, Decore, Danjuma, McNeil, and Beto. The bench, Virginia, Patterson, Keane, Godfrey, Garner, Dobbin, Anyango, Chamiti, and Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin, he's injured for basically every game of the season. When Arsenal turn up, somehow he recovers. You know, he always recovers. I'm glad, actually, that he's not fit enough to be on the bench. Not fit enough to start, sorry. He's on the bench because he always causes us problems in the air. Listen, we know what Everton's problem is going to be for Arsenal today. We know what it's going to be. There's a whole heap of icy freeze in centre mid who are ready to run wild, people. Anana, Idrissa and Decore, they beat us up last season. We went up there and got bullied. It was like the year 7s with a £20 note in their pocket on the first day at school. The year 11 turned up and said, give me the lunch money. Give me the loot. They ran all over us. Now, I'm hoping with Declan Rice... You know, I'm hoping we got a new Odegaard as well, you know, who's clever on the ball now and turns up in these big away games. Fabio with a point to prove. Let the ball do the work, people. So anyway, before we continue, because a lot of you in the comments talking about some of the games from yesterday, we're going to briefly go over them. Obviously, Man City. Man City are just like, I don't know. I've come to the realization, if you're an Arsenal fan, don't watch Man City games. The best thing. Don't watch them. Don't watch. Just check the result afterwards. How did Man City get on? Just put it to the side. I've got to the point now, I hate watching Man City play. Because you know what Man City do? They give you a little bit of hope. I'm watching the game, I'm like, they're 1-0 down. They're not playing that well. They're going to drop points. They won the game 3-1. I'm just like, what's the point me watching this team play? I'm looking at Doku. 99 pace on FIFA, doing Thierry Henry finishes, hitting the griddy when he scores. I'm like, they're even better than they were last season. They're just so horrible. They're a cheat. We need them banned. I need them 115 charges to stick, man. That's the only chance we've got in the courtroom. Is the only way we're going to beat this Man City team. I'm telling you, they're a cheat code. So City did what City do. Brush teams aside. Tottenham won. Late victory. That was crazy. To be honest. Their result looked like it was going to go against them. They got 2 late goals. But let's talk about Manchester United, people. That's what we're here. We're not here to talk about Tottenham's late winner. We're not here to talk about Man City winning. Who cares? Let's talk about Manchester United. I mean, Brighton's team yesterday cost £17 million. £17 million. That whole Brighton team cost. They got Welbeck and Adam Lallana. I mean, Adam Lallana, he must be a grandparent. He's that old. And they bopped Man United. I mean, Rashford, I'm a big fan of Rashford. I don't know what was going on. Casemiro this season looks like he's got grandkids. Yeah, he can't move. He can't move. Man United are stinking out the place at the moment. Absolutely stinking. To say Ten Hag, coached under Pep, came from Ajax, his football stinks. Counter-attacking transition. Boy, Seven Hag is in big trouble. If they carry on like that, he won't be their manager at the end of the season. And Martinez, I mean, I'm convinced Martinez wanted to join Dallo. It was like watching Cool Runnings yesterday. These men are sliding all over the pitch. It's wild. It's at Man United yesterday was hilarious. Honestly, I know United fans in the chat will be fuming with me. Bayern Munich away midweek as well. Kane's waiting for them as well. It was wild. They got absolutely Onana on that third goal as well. It's all right playing good passes, but how about saving some shots? Trust me, man. Kiss my lucky egg. Sanka settings, man. Dallo's thingy, man, got to kiss Ten Hag's bald head, I think, for some good luck. I don't know what's going on. They got right wingers, getting charged. Let me not even talk about it. It's all wild. They're all over the place right now anyway. The roof's leaking. The chef's garbage. It's madness. Man United, you got problems. If I keep looking towards the screen, apologies. The Chelsea game is in the last minute. They're drawing 0-0 with Bournemouth. So they're in the last minute. Don't worry. Hey, don't worry, man. Don't worry. We won't play like that. Everyone will drop points at some stage, I'm sure. Devon, I'm going to be totally honest. Liverpool are the team to watch this season. Outside of Man City, everyone knows Man City are the team to watch. As a Liverpool fan, as an Arsenal fan, of course, you're going to be like, we're one of the ones in the race to win it. But as Liverpool fans, I think they can take a lot of, optimism in what they've got this season because they've got goals. They've got goals in that team. I think Liverpool are going to surprise a lot of people this season. I think they're one of the teams to look out for. There's 10 seconds to go in this Chelsea game. 0-0 against Bournemouth. They've spent $1 billion. It's mad. There you go, full time. Chelsea 0-0. Chelsea are stinking out the place as well, by the way. Give it another 2 or 3 weeks, I reckon. Poch, he might as well start packing up his stuff as well. He won't be there all season if they keep playing like that. Big up gone to Szoboszlai. Is a great signing. Baller. Absolute baller. 60 million. Ross, Curtis, I'll be in Jamaica this week. Cool running settings. I can see clearly. Yo, it's going to be a bright. Enjoy Jamaica, man. Let's get into a bit of news. What have we got? We got half an hour till kickoff. little roundup of the rest of the team. Big up everyone who's just tuned in. Like the video, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Can we hit 67k before kickoff? Pre-kickoff, people. We need 44 subscribers to get there. Make sure you like the video as well. William Segday, Curtis, what do you think of all this time being added on? Chelsea, Tottenham should have lost, but they won after 12 minutes stoppage time. I suppose it's aimed at stopping teams from time wasting. What I do think, though, William, you get a lot of excitement. You get a lot of late goals when teams are tired. Chelsea, 1 billion. 1 billion, you know, that, yo, they're 14th and Man United are 13th. It's wild. I mean, Hasselbank's in the studio. He might as well go and play up front for Chelsea at the age of 47. He's better than Nicholas Jackson. I thought Michael Jackson was up front doing the moonwalk. What the hell? Did you see Nicholas Jackson's finishing in the game? It's landed on Bournemouth Beach. He's shocking. But anyway, we play them soon, so let's make sure we beat them. A couple of things to talk about before we get into today's game. Half an hour until kickoff. Let's get one thing right here, people. We are going to a ground that we don't like going to. Make no mistake about it. We have not won at Goodison Park since the 2017-18 season. I believe we had the black and pink Puma kit on in that game. Listen, this record is poor. After that, 1-0 defeat, 0-0, 2-2-1 defeats, and a 1-0 defeat last season. It was not great, people. We have got to go there and perform today because for some reason, whoever's been in charge, I mean, they've had Allardyce, they've had Sean Dyche. We know what they're going to do. They're going to go direct. They're going to make life difficult for us. But we've had that soft core over the years, haven't we? I mean, last year was extremely disappointing because, you know, we were in a title race and still went there and got beat 1-0. I think Tarkowski scored a header. And we just had no response. We didn't get on the ball. You know, the Damari Gray late winner. We've got to change the narrative. Now, I'm hoping with Declan Rice in there, you know, we can change the narrative. Let's have a quick word with Daichi pre-match, see what he thinks. I mean, listen, you know, you haven't won here in the last 6 times. I was going to play Calvert-Lewin, but he's broke a nail on his way to the ground, so I've had to put him on the bench. We eat bricks, we eat wood, we eat concrete, and we're going to eat Fabio Vieira for lunch. But if not, you know, Arsenal might get the better of us. So we'll see how the game goes. But Arteta, we're coming for you, fella. There you go. Quick word with Daichi there, people. Havertz is the key to breaking this bad record. I agree. The key to sitting down on the bench. I think that's how it works. Is the sun out in Liverpool today, people? We want to get the best out of Martin Odegaard, of course. We want the sun out. Chelsea are after Ivan Toney. Yeah, listen, they buy everyone. They don't really improve, do they? Ebby said, I'm not confident with this lineup. Prefer Jesus to start, absolutely, for me. I've got to be honest. The one part of this lineup that I wouldn't have gone with, I would have played Gabriel Jesus up front. He's the main man. And this is a tough game, and you need somebody to hold the ball up. And yeah, I would have started Jesus up front, to be honest. Disgusting record. We have to win. I wouldn't take a draw. Are we serious or not? The midfield worries me. Listen, somebody said that to me earlier, actually, on Twitter. Would you take a draw just to keep it moving? Absolutely no chance can we take a draw. If we got any aspirations of winning the league this year, you can't be going to this Everton and drawing. I don't care about that record. Records are there to be broken, and that record needs to be broken today, that's for sure. And big up Tony with the super chat. Ramsdale may not get that position back. That's the art of football, man. I've always said, listen, one thing for me, I don't fanboy any player. You know, I remember being a kid, Thierry Henry on the back of the shirt. Man ends up at Barcelona. You know, I said, maybe won't get anyone else on the back of the shirt. I got Fabregas, my boy. I loved the way he played. He ends up at Barcelona and comes back to England and goes to Chelsea. I said, one last time. Biggie, give me one more chance. I said, one last time. Alexis Sanchez on the back of the shirt. He's too good. He's my favourite player. And the man ends up at Man United playing the piano. I said, no names on the back of the shirt. I ain't fanboying no players no more. Everyone's replaceable. Yeah, I did fanboy Aubameyang a little bit. I can't lie. Striker business, number 14, chipping the goalkeepers, all of that stuff. But you never saw the brother's name on the back of any shirt. Let me tell you that. Because I was Aubameyang's lawyer for a bit. I can't lie. I was a big fan of Aubameyang, man. We all love strikers who score goals. But there was no name on the shirt. So if David Raya comes in today and he's better than Ramsdale, so be it, man. That's the way the cookie crumbles, man. Big up Guna Edits, who said, "Hi, Curtis, my father loves watching you." Big up. Brian, big up yourself. Brooklyn in the building. Big up C-Unit. I hope the new and improved Fabio shows up today. Rice will have a lot of work to do. 3-0 to the Gunners. I hope you're right, Brian. DTX London, with Everton's low block, we need jinky players that can open goal opportunities. Jesus and Trossard would have been my pick. I agree with that. I actually picked Trossard in the 8 role in the preview show. I think he deserves a start, but he'll have to wait. Hopefully he'll play in the Champions League. Jared said Arteta needs to learn his Havertz lesson. I give him some credit that he's dropped him because, this is a very stubborn manager and I thought he would have stuck with him. So I'm glad he has changed it. Young Gunner said Brighton will be a bigger threat to us than United, Chelsea and Newcastle. Going to a big away ground, collecting 3 points is outrageous. And A says, I don't give a F. Look at that team. We're winning today. Easy W. I think if we can score early, we can brush this Everton team. The longer it's 0-0, the bigger they've got. Man said, Mickey, give me what? I think Trossard needs to sing that because he can't get a start at all. I'm going to go into subscriber-only mode, people, because I'll be honest with you. I've put a 40-second delay on. And I still can't keep up. You're absolutely flying in the comments. So go in subscriber only mode, VIP section, people. If you ain't in the, you can't comment if not. So subscribe and then comment, people. Too many of you in here, but big up to everyone. 3,000 of you locked in. Boris said, community in hospital after surgery. Easy one on paper, but feeling very tough. First day after surgery. Big up, Boris. Get well soon, bro. Listen, I always say football isn't played on paper. Do you know what I mean? So on paper, Everton should get brushed. But it ain't paper, is it? VIP only, people. You can wear Pradas. You can wear trainers. You can wear Converse. You're getting in. VIP section. You know what I mean? Straight through. Red carpet settings, people. We had too many wild comments in here. So we're VIP only. Subscriber mode only, man. Fabio has earned the right to be called Vieira today. He has. Let's see if I'm still calling him Vieira in 90 minutes, C-Lo. Let's hope so. He's done well coming off the bench, but coming off the bench is a lot different to starting. And Everton away is a difficult place to start. Jitesh said, I'm devastated Kai isn't starting. I bet you are. You're trolling. You wanted him to start, right? But we're good. Jake said, hi, Curtis, can you see my comments? I don't think they're coming through. I got you, bro. I got you. It ain't going to slow down, Big C. Mama, we made it. We made it. We made it, Mama. The comments are flying in. Get your comments in. Why not, people? We got 25 minutes until kickoff. Let's have a little look at the Premier League table. Man United fans, Chelsea fans, look away now. You know, and used to watch the news before match of the day. There was like, if you don't want to know the score, look away now. Man United fans, you might not want to look at this. Page 2 settings, accepting cookies, people. Chelsea and Man United stinking out the joint right now. They've only spent $1 billion, though. Man City dominating, 5 wins out of 5, 14 goals, 3 conceded. It looks ominous. I put up a tweet yesterday saying City look like they're going to run away with it. And that's not me giving up or anything like that. You know, if we win today, we're 2 points behind them. We play them before the international break at home. We need to beat them. But they look like they're just brushing teams aside at the moment. It's ominous. And the one thing I used to say with Man City, their attack lacks pace. You know, they've just added 99 pace Doku to their teams doing Thierry Henry finishes. It's wild. Let's go and find Everton. On the way, we'll go and have a quick look. What? $1 billion? Chelsea? 1 win out of 5? Long-term project, you say? Listen, Poch, mate. 3-4 more games go like that. You might as well start packing up your things, mate. You know Chelsea are not going to wait around. And I think Poch is a decent manager, but nah, they're stinking out the joint. And Man United, I mean, boy, Eric Ten Fraud, they're calling him at the moment. -4 goal difference for Man United. They've conceded 10 goals in 5 games, people. Man United, 10 goals in 5 games. Just to put that into perspective, Sheffield United and Everton have conceded less. Luton Town, bottom of the league, have conceded the same amount of goals of Man U. They are stinking out the place right now. It is wild. Eric, 10 goals. Eric, 10 seconds. Whatever you want to call him, it is fraud watch right now. Absolute fraud watch. Everton, 4 games, no wins, 1 draw, 3 defeats, only 2 goals scored. The joint lowest in the league with Luton, 8 goals conceded. But it means absolutely nothing. A lot of people saying in the comments that easy win for Arsenal. History tells me it's not the case. I honestly think Arsenal will win today. But I'm not rolling up into this stream saying 3-4-0, we're going to batter them and it'll be easy. No chance. They haven't won a game yet. They're at home. The manager's under pressure. They've just been taken over by new owners. They're going to be grafting. They've got a guy up front, Beto, who apparently is very lively. He scored in the Carabao Cup. I think this will be a hard game. What I think needs to happen is we need to score early and, take the pressure off us. And then I think you may see Everton disappear. If it's 0-0, the longer it's 0-0, Everton will feel like they've got a chance. And they've got Calvert-Lewin on the bench, who's very good in the air. So, listen, on paper, it looks easy, but it's far from easy. This will not be easy. I think if we score early, we can go ahead and dominate the game. Is that the lifestyle shirt or the not? It's the normal third kit. I didn't get the what's his name, man? The Pusha T lifestyle one. It's too similar. So I didn't think there was any need to really, So yeah, we just stick with this. Worst case, I can just rip the sponsor off. Smith Rowe, people saying Smith Rowe and Trossard, when are they going to get a game? It's a good point. I feel very sorry for Trossard. I have no problem with good players being on the bench because that's what squad depth is all about. Squad depth means that good players don't start. What I've always said with Arteta sometimes that I don't like is I think there's a way of keeping players involved. You look at Smith Rowe. He's hardly kicked a ball. Get him on for the last 20 minutes. Make him involved. It's like when you're not in the team sometimes with Arteta, he completely dismisses you sometimes. Trossard is at a point in his career, 28 years of age, Euros at the end of the season. He's going to be desperate for football. I'm really surprised he didn't get the nod today. I've got to be honest. I think he's a brilliant player. He scored a brilliant goal for Belgium. Hopefully he comes on and does his thing off the bench. Obviously, like I said, we've got a number of fixtures this week. Champions League on Wednesday. I cannot wait for that game against PSV. And then it's the North London Derby next Sunday against Tottenham. And then we play midweek again in the Carabao Cup away at Brentford. I think the next 3 weeks we play midweek, 2 Champions League games and a Carabao Cup game. So there is going to be a lot of time. There's going to be a lot of rotation needed. You look at the quality that we have on the bench today. It definitely feels good looking at the bench and seeing quality like Jesus and Smith Rowe and Trossard, and players that have got a point to prove. So I think you will see rotation this week as well. But yeah, Ramsdale, it's going to be interesting to see how he reacts to being dropped, E. Ross said Curtis wearing AstroTurfs with jeans in VIP. I've always said anyone who wears AstroTurfs with jeans is a lunatic. But hey, whatever you need to do. Just kidding, said Jitesh. It's time for Fabio to cook. He needs to start cooking today, indeed. David Wallace, big up, bro. He said, you're the only Arsenal fans I rate, mate. I appreciate that. Is that ITFC? Is that Ipswich Town? Big up yourself, David. Mr. Mardo said, I can see Chelsea making a bid for De Zerbi. I think De Zerbi is a really, really good manager. I really do. He's got a big character as well. I think he, the way he handled player sales, I think he's a good one. But will they make the same mistake? It didn't work when they went for when they went for Graham Potter, so it'll be interesting. LSU Gunner, been a member for 8 months. Big up from Houston, C. Come on, Fabio. Give us a green screen. Fabio Vieira, get yourself on the green screen. Last season, I said you needed a protein shake. Now, get yourself on the green screen. And Pizan, first and foremost, love you and your channel, brother. I don't have anything insightful to say as this should be an easy W, but just wanted to say, Scream, come on, you Gunners. Big up yourself. Appreciate the super chat and appreciate the support. And listen, I hope it is an easy win. But, you know, I'm always very reluctant when we go to Goodison to say it's an easy win because we always have a difficult game there. And this is actually, people, the last Premier League game that Arsenal will play against Everton at Goodison Park. Because Goodison Park, they will be moving stadium next season, Everton, to their new stadium. And listen, the way they're playing, they could be in the Championship. Let's be honest, they're going to be in a real relegation battle. I actually predicted them just about to stay up. But we'll have to see. Somebody just messaged me saying Balogun scored his first goal today for Monaco, so fair play to him. Does De Zerbi deserve the pain of Chelsea? Well, money talks. South London's finest. Saka needs a big game today. He needs to be destroying Ashley Young. He's an old man. Listen, how old is Ashley Young? Saka, for me, has had an inconsistent start to the season. He had a very good game against Forest, scored a belter, but he hasn't been great. And as I keep saying, the lack of competition doesn't help him. Ashley Young is 38 years of age. Saka needs to be demolishing him today. He really does. Curtis, how are you feeling about the match lineups? Raya in goal is interesting. I don't particularly have a problem with that. I always said he wasn't signed to sit on the bench. He was always going to play. Young's at right back apparently. So Martinelli should cook him, I hope. David Raya starting doesn't bother me. I don't mind that. Cormac saying, Curtis, how would you react in Ramsdale's situation? I would say that, honestly, Ramsdale, he hasn't really done anything wrong in the sense of we haven't really sat there and said drop him. I also don't think he's excelled since the end of last season. I think towards the end of last season, we saw the odd mistake, and there's been goals with Ramsdale where I've sat there and gone, I think a better goalkeeper would save that. You know, there's been quite a few of them. So I wouldn't say Ramsdale has done anything to get dropped, but I also think that David Raya can possibly go to another level, and they're saying he's been fantastic in training. So it is Alan, you're spot on. He said it's a test of character. Being dropped, however you talk this to him, we're resting you, you know, for Wednesday. This is part of football. You know, every footballer's been dropped at some stage in their career. Ramsdale's got to deal with it. We're a big football club. I always say, you know, competition is vital. I think we're seeing with Saka, lack of competition is not doing him any favour at the moment because he knows he can play bad and get 90 minutes. So it's a wake-up call. What I will say is David Raya needs to play well today, because on the flip side, if David Raya comes in today and he has a stinker, then people will be saying, why did Ramsdale get dropped? So there's pressure on everyone, but it's all about elevation. Football is all about elevation. You look at Manchester City yesterday. Jack Grealish last season, who statistically didn't have that good a season. I think he only scored 5 Premier League goals. But, you know, he was part of a team that won the treble, and his role was decent. And Doku came in yesterday, and I'm looking at Doku going, you look better than Grealish. So you can always elevate. So I have no problem with Ramsdale being dropped. But it doesn't mean it's the end for him. He needs to step his game up now. Yeah, Dre's happy. I think he's wanted Ramsdale dropped for a while. The Cowboy, I found myself questioning Ramsdale after some games 100%. I've been there. Some goals I've said, I think an elite goalkeeper saves that. Raskuna said we could easily stick Jesus out on the right to challenge Saka. We could. Jack said, I hope Fabio ate his Wheaties. He needs to. There's going to be a lot of power against him today. Burkowski, chopping and changing your back line and goalkeeper is never good. The thing is, though, in my opinion, Burkowski, I think if David Raya has a good game today, I think he starts the North London derby next week. So I think all of a sudden, David Raya becomes the number one goalkeeper. So I don't think you will actually see the goalkeeper position chopped and changed that much if David Raya plays well today. I think he'll become number one. You may see Ramsdale get the cup game. So, Man City do that. I think Ortega plays a lot of the cup games for Man City and Edison plays in the league. So, Techers, thank you very much for becoming a member. I think you were a member before. We'll do a member stream probably this week. Maybe look for Thursday, Champions League. Being as we don't play on Thursdays anymore. No more Europa League, people. We have got 13 minutes until kickoff. Goatanelli's been a member for a month. Different topic. Are you going to buy the iPhone 15? Do you know what? I need to see what's so good about it. At the moment, I haven't seen anything about it. So we'll see. We'll see how good it is. Big up Goatanelli, locked in. Big up everyone who's just tuned in. We're in subscriber-only mode. Make sure you subscribe. We're close to 67k. We're only 12 subscribers away from 67k. So if you're in the comments right now, subscribe. Then you can comment. You get us to 67k. Everyone's a winner, people. Let's hit that. Let's get 3,000 likes on it today as well. Over 3,000 of you in the chat. Don said it from earlier about Ramsdale. He got way too comfortable. He's not quite him yet. I hear you on that. Rayson said you're happy with the lineup. I would have played Jesus up front. Apart from that, I maybe would have gone Trossard over Fabio, but then Fabio has done well to earn a start. I've got to be honest. Curtis will letting Tierney come back to haunt us. A lot of that will come down to how fit Zinchenko stays this season. Elliot said I can comment too. Yeah, he's back. 67k is wonderful. We're building. I appreciate all these milestones. We've hit 67k. Big up everyone in the chat. Really appreciate it. Let's keep ticking off these milestones. Yeah, to be honest, I've got a Samsung. So when you said about the iPhone, I've got a Samsung S23 Ultra, I think it is. Did you see Pedro Neto yesterday? He was dealing with Joe Gomez dirty yesterday. I'd take him. I always said, don't buy him until you see how that knee is. That knee looks quality. Get him to the carpet in January. João Felix was balling yesterday. Most of that Barca team, I think they won. Did they win 5-1 or something? Big up everyone. We hit 67k. Appreciate it. Wes said, big up Curtis and the C-Unit community. Let's see how our midfield compares this time round. That will be the key to us winning. Trossard over Martinelli. He hasn't been tearing it up. Yeah, I would have played Trossard in that 8 role. I think he can play there. But we'll see. Let's see what he's saying. Big up Gary who's in Brazil. Let's go 67k. S23 Ultra is lit. Great phone. New phones are overrated. Road to 100k. We've got 10 minutes until kickoff, people. I don't think the players are out on the pitch yet. Let me change channel. I'm not even on the right channel. It's switched over by itself. All right, we're back. Oh, it's on an advert. Coburn said, should have rested Saka today, Big C. It's difficult, innit? Because this is the biggest game, Sometimes as a manager, it's easy to, or as a fan, it's easy to not look at the game in front of you. Saka's come back from international duty with a knock. So in reality, it would have been ideal to rest him today. The problem is, who do you play on the right? Yeah, you can play Jesus on the right, but for me, he should be playing up front. What my thing would be is if we are comfortable at any stage in this game, get Saka off the pitch, give him a break, Champions League midweek. But they may think this is a good game for Saka to build up some confidence. Kev said we'll smash the Toffees 5-0. I hope so. Big up Maxwell. Hope you're well, bro. Richie, the game is on Sky Sports Premier League. I would definitely give Nelson a run out today. He deserves it. He's done well coming off the bench. Big up JK. Appreciate that. 67k. We're building, people. S. Ronnie said, big up Big C. Remember the Nokia phone? Listen, let me tell you something. Things were a lot simpler in the Nokia phone days, people. I might sound old now, but you know, no social media, no complications. Just text me or ring me, and I'm probably playing on Snakes at the back of the bus or composing a ringtone. Things were much simpler, but evolution and all that, it is what it is. You can do so much on the new phone, I suppose. So it is a blessing and a curse, maybe at the same time. 3210 days, man. Come on, it was crazy out there. It was mad. They're probably worth a lot of money nowadays. These 3210s, Nokia 402s, and all them. All sorts was going off. Dre said, Curtis, Farteta can't manage players. He is a tactician only, if that. Dre, the old Dre is back, people. You know, the old Dre. Nowadays, everybody want to talk. Like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move the lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. You mother, that, like, forgot about Dre. This is the old Dre that used to go wild. You know, big up Dre. I hope to see you in the member stream midweek. Lee said, used to watch you from my Dud Pistachio account. Couldn't log back in. Just resubscribe my new one. Bless up Curtis and Cruz. Big up to you, bro. Good to see you back. Want to see ESR. Listen, I was actually excited about ESR's season coming up. Having watched him win the Euros with the under-21s, look sharp in the pre-season tour, comes back to Arsenal, can't get a kick. Get him involved, give him a chance. Big up Gorav, who's become a member. Again, I think you was a member before. Maybe you've upgraded or joined back in. You're a legend censor in the tunes. You know what, yeah? As I was doing that, because if you noticed, I don't swear. I don't swear. Swearing is something I really don't like. And when you've got kids as well, I think swearing around your kids is horrible. So I always try not to. But as I'm rapping those lyrics in my head, I'm trying to think, where was the swear word so that I don't say it? So I tried to censor it. So yeah, we caught that one there. But yeah, how to become a member. Should be a join button next to the subscribe button. But it doesn't always work. Sometimes you have to go on a... If you're on an iPhone, sometimes it doesn't let it happen. So you may have to go on the desktop site to join. Big up Angela. Curtis, are you single? I'm ready to mingle. Live in London and love your humour. And I clean up well. I'm off the market, Angela, I'm afraid. But I appreciate the kind donation. If things get tough, maybe, you know, OnlyFans could be the future, people. If them electric bills keep going up. But nah, I'm off the market, people. I'm signed, sealed, and delivered. But thank you for the 200, whatever that currency is, people. It's going wild, people. I can't believe people are making moves. People are shooting their shot in the super chat. I respect it. I respect it. It is what it is. Angela not messing around like the female Fitz, just kicking the door off, going straight for it. Maybe someone else should shoot their shot to Angela, you know. We don't want to waste anyone out here, people. It's going wild out here. What's going on? I'm under pressure. It could be a catfish, to be fair. So let's not get carried away, people. If anyone does shoot their shot, make sure you know what's what. But anyway, let's concentrate on the football. But big up yourself. I respect it. You know, we'll always take a compliment. The players are coming out on the pitch anyway, people. Yeah, maybe we could do internet dating, people. We'll do internet dating. We'll get some of the community members together, you know. Why not? Yeah, I know if you've just tuned in, you're thinking, what the hell's going on? But, you know, I told you, information and entertainment, anything can happen on here, people. Anything can happen. Bish Bash said, 3-1 Arsenal. Love this channel, brother. You're a legend. Come on, Arsenal. Let's go. Big up Bish Bash Bosh with a super chat. Big up Lightning Darks for becoming a member. Big up yourself, bro. Member stream in the week. Chicky's brave. Hope Arsenal play like her. Yeah, on the front foot, man. High press. High press, people. Big C, that's rupees from India. Hey, don't worry, man. I don't mind. You know, everything's what every currency is accepted. Steve said, Curtis, could you give a shout out to Sharman, my girl? She's coming to her first Arsenal game today on my birthday. Big up, Steve. Big up, Sharman. Enjoy the game. Let's hope we're 3-point collecting. The players are on the pitch. And we're 4 minutes away from kickoff, people. Blind date settings. What are you saying? Cilla Black. Member stream in the week. Members, get yourself on there. Let's have a chat. We'll probably do it Thursday. Day after the Champions League would be a good time. What am I going for today? Score prediction time, people. I'm a little bit unsure about this Arsenal team. If it clicks, we could hammer them. If it doesn't, I think we'll struggle. Everton have only scored 2 goals. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Arsenal win. I really hope we keep a clean sheet. I'm going to go 2-0 just because I think that back four is good enough to keep them out. I'm definitely glad that Calvert-Lewin is on the bench because he is very good in the air. I haven't seen much of this Beto. Apparently he's a live wire. I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal. Give me a score predictions, people. Samuel going 2-1. 2-1 to the Gunners, I hope. Void 3-2. Jerome says 3-0. Lightning says 4-1. Kurt says 3-1. Alan 4. Everyone's going for pretty comfortable victories. Cormac going 2-1. Dylan 2-1. Brennan 4-0. Mr. A said 6-0 to the Gunners. Listen, you never know. If we scored early, it could be one of them days where Everton gets slapped. They're not a particularly great team, but it's a ground that we struggle on. South London's finest going 3-0. Coburn says 2-0. Phil says 2-all. Sidoff said we need concentration. No silly goals. Goat and Ellie says 1-0. Dre's going for 5-2. I wouldn't mind 5-2 just for the stream. It would be exciting. Beto is prime Benteke, said SLD. Well, Benteke's another one of them players, isn't he? You know, he could go 10 games without scoring. He used to score against us, you know. But we're about to get underway. 2 minutes until kickoff, people. 1-0, we simply can't lose. I agree. There's no way we can be dropping points here. Mafia Boss, big up with the super chat. 4-0 to the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. Let's hope you're right. I would love that. Elliot Roberts going for 2-0. Vieira with a screamer. And Mr. Cool Bus Driver said a win. Straight up and down. No problem. Win the game. Big up Bleck who said 4-0 win. And Jake saying 5-1. Martinelli brace. Havertz on the bench. Now my volume is turned down. I'm assuming is this a minute silence or a minute applause? So forgive me for talking here because I don't know. What is this for? I'm not actually sure. Anyone let me know in the comments what the silence is for. My volume is very low. Have they blown the whistle already to start the silence? Or is the commentator? Let me turn it up. I'm all over the place here. What's the reason, by the way? Minute silence for Everton fan night. Oh, okay. I've missed the whole minute silence. My apologies, but yeah, listen. Oh, Morocco and Libya as well. Oh, the earthquake. Okay. Yeah, man. Prayers go out. Prayers go out, of course. Listen, minute silence is up. The players are in the huddle. David Raya in goal for Arsenal. Wow. This is strange. This is a big game for the Gunners. This is the type of game everyone is looking for us to trip up. Man United drop points. Chelsea have dropped points. All the rest have won. We have got to win this game. Eddie and Ketia to get us underway. Shooting from left to right. And Arsenal are underway. Here we go, people. The last Premier League game for Arsenal at Goodison Park before they go to their new stadium next season. And we need to win this game. Come on, Arsenal. Saliba on the ball for the Gunners. Arsenal playing in red today. I always like Arsenal playing in the red kit. It's just the traditional home kit, innit? Here's Declan Rice playing in the lone 6 role today. Just booked my trip to Japan. I've stopped going to the Emirates and travel the world now. Enjoy, Tristan. Enjoy. Come on, Arsenal. 3 points only. That's all we need. And let's make sure we're back up there with Man City by the end of this game. You know, we've got the North London derby next week. You can't afford to be dropping points in a game like this, that is for sure. Arsenal dominating possession so far. Can we create an early chance? An early goal would cause them problems. Saka, he's got 3 players on him. Eddie with a lovely back heel. Finds Odegaard. Declan Rice. Arsenal have started really well. Zinchenko, that's poor. Got to find him there. Martinelli was in space. First chance. Good tackle there for Declan Rice. That was half a chance there if Zinchenko's ball would have found. Gabriel Martinelli on that left-hand side. Big up everyone locked in. Still over 3,000 of you in the chat for this game. Everton against Arsenal at Goodison. Big up Nathan. Missed a lot of shows, being busy with work, plus in law school. Missed you. Hey, big up, bro. Big up. Here's Saka. 2v1 straight away. Dwight McNeil doubling up with, who is that at left back? Mikalenko. Zinchenko. Great ball out wide. Better ball this time. Martinelli. Finds Fabio. Gets the ball out wide. Zinchenko. Everton have got everyone behind the ball. Ball whipped in. Header goes out for a corner. Come on! Come on, Arsenal! Dwight McNeil heads it out for the first corner of the game. 2 minutes gone. Arsenal looking good. One thing for sure. Everton putting everyone behind the ball. Just pure bodies behind the ball. Arsenal, most goals from corners since the start of last season, 15. That's strange because I'm always saying I don't feel like Arsenal score many headers from corners. But corner to Arsenal, who's going to take it? Needs to be a good delivery. We've got plenty of height in there. Rice, Gabriel, Saliba, Ben White. Saka to take it. Needs to beat the first defender. Gets over his head. It's headed out. And goes out for a throw-in. Disappointing there. Hey, Greg, man. Sorry you're going through a tough time, bro. Hopefully today lifts your spirits, bro. You're in our thoughts, bro. Big up. Big part of the community. Throw into Arsenal. Here's Ben White. Arsenal started much the brighter team. But we need an early goal just to settle things. Gabriel on the ball should be very... confident at the moment. Played both games for Brazil midweek in the international break. So hopefully his confidence is high. Let's hope he's not too tired from the travelling that he's done. Ben White. Arsenal completely dominating possession so far. Saka. Straight away when Saka gets the ball, it becomes a 2v1. And Ketia with a nice little flick there. Nearly found Odegaard, but was cleared. Long ball. David Raya has his first touch in the Arsenal jersey. And he finds Zinchenko. Arsenal dominating the game. Can we get that early goal and put Everton on the back foot? Possession needs to be turned into goals. Zinchenko, who is in the midfield position at the moment. Great ball into Fabio Vieira. And again, the pass is a bit short to Martinelli. Up against Ashley Young. And Ashley Young manages to get back. And it goes out for a goal kick. That's the second time there. Martinelli is in space. And the ball isn't quite good enough. It gives Ashley Young an opportunity to get there. He kicks it off Martinelli's leg. And it goes out for a goal kick. Fabio and Zinchenko both should have played better passes to Martinelli. But Martinelli against Ashley Young will be a key battle today. Big up Nadine, who said, City fan here. Watching from Jamaica. Love you there. Hey, big up, man. Big up. Appreciate it. Ashley Young will get roasted. He needs to, Cole. He needs to. Throw into Arsenal on the halfway line. Arsenal dominating. And that's what we need to do. Listen, we know Everton want to turn this into a physical battle. What we need to do is make the ball do the work, make that midfield chase after the ball rather than turning it into a scrap, which is what they want to do, you know? So here's David Raya on the ball. It'd be interesting to see his distribution. Knuckles said, I want possession with intent. You're right. You're right. We need to dominate. Martinelli, what is that guy? That's terrible, man. Basic mistakes. Tries to get the ball out to Zinchenko under no pressure. And whacks it out for a throw-in. Poor, unforced errors. You've got to keep the ball, frustrate this Everton team and tire them out. Their confidence is low. They've had 1 point. Jordan Pickford smashes it out wide to Ashley Young. Goes out for a throw-in to Everton. Ashley Old. We need to turn him into Ashley Old. Big up Kamani. Salute Curtis. Good to see you. Well, just tuned in up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. Everton's first attack is Beto. I haven't seen much of this guy, to be honest, but apparently he's decent. I think they paid about 30 million for him. What's Martinelli doing in that position? I think the way Arteta wants us to play is that rotation, innit? You become very difficult to mark. Declan Rice wins the ball back, but then gives it away. And Pickford has the ball back. Already seeing Fabio on the ball more than Havertz did all of the last game. Let's hope he can score, you know, or create a goal would be great. Pickford pings it out wide, goes out for a throw-in. You've got to put this Everton team under pressure. They are not great on the ball. Amo said, C-Unit, do you think Grealish will be sold by Pep now they have Doku? I don't think Pep will just turn his back on him that quick. I think there'll be rotation. And I think, nah, he won't be sold, not yet. Anthony said Beto is very decent. Reminds me of Freddie Canute. Freddie Canute, man, he was a good striker back in the day, wasn't he? Freddie Canute, that's old school. Arsenal dominating possession. Can we get the goal? Beto definitely is big target, man. Is Declan Rice on the ball? Arsenal dominating, but Everton have got a lot of bodies behind the ball there. Curtis, out of all of our players, who would you love to score today? Do you know what? I'd love Fabio Vieira to score. I think, it'd be great for him. I'd like to see Saka score. Declan Rice scored, didn't he? I'd love to see Fabio Vieira score. He's had a tough time at Arsenal. I've been one of the big critics of him, but, I'd love to see him turn it around and become a top player. Here's Martin Odegaard. We've got a bit of possession here. Looks for Saka, overhits it slightly, goes out for a corner. Corner to Arsenal. We've started well with dominating possession. You see there, we put them under pressure. Ben White wins the ball back off Dwight McNeil. Odegaard, little slide ball into Saka. And Mikalenko puts it out for a throw. And Kurt said, Dyche is chewing on sawdust. Ah, dear me. I'd love to see Havertz score as well. Come off the bench and bag. Corner to Arsenal. Saka to take it. Can we win the header? We didn't win the header last time. It was cleared at the near post. Need a good delivery. Saka whips it in deep. Overhits it. Martinelli, back post. That's terrible. But we managed to win another corner. And I'm going to be honest. Everton do not look great. So, they're struggling to clear the ball. They're getting caught in possession. The one thing that they are doing well is they're putting bodies behind the ball. Martinelli went to cross that in. Got his foot on top of the ball. But the Everton player kicked it off his own player. Corner to Arsenal. Fabio Vieira to take it this time. Let's hope it's a better delivery. Away swinger, which I don't like away swinging corners. But if we score from it, so be it. Come on, Arsenal. Let's get an early goal. 9 minutes gone. Fabio takes it short to Odegaard. Edge of the penalty area. Zinchenko. We're forced all the way back. Good shooting situation here. Oh, puts it over. Half a chance there for Fabio Vieira. It was on his right foot. It opened up. We worked that corner so well. Zinchenko. Brilliant ball into Fabio. Great run by Martinelli. Creates the space. It's a poor shot though. Just inside the penalty area. On his right foot. You can tell it's his weaker foot. He just kind of swings it and doesn't really hit it with any composure. But a good start to the game. X said, I got a controversial opinion. I want you to use my Man United shirt and Arsenal shirt to create a half and half. Is that bad? I live Arsenal. But nah, we can't do that. It's a disgrace. I wouldn't do that. Does Ashley Young ever age? Well, let's hope he looks like a pensioner by the end of this game. There's Ben White on the ball. Finds David Raya. He's getting put under a bit of pressure now. So let's see the distribution. It's great ball. Finds Benny Blanco. Here's Saka. That's a foul. Come on, he's giving him a piggyback. How many fouls? He needs to move the ball quicker. The ref brings it back and gives a free kick. Move the ball a little bit quicker. Yeah, we can't wear no half and half shirt. That's wild. It's like them half and half scarves that they do at games, man. They're just like, are you mad? I can't walk around with your badge on a scarf. This game it's interesting at the moment because we look in control, but we need to score. We need to score. I just feel like if we score against Everton early, we'll dominate. Somebody said Saka's wearing some PFA Young Player of the Year boots. I haven't seen them close up, to be honest. So I'm not sure. People saying time out for the half and half. Arsenal still dominating, very much the same. Zinchenko's dropping into midfield. He's actually basically in midfield next to Declan Rice. And it becomes a back three of Gabriel, Saliba and White. Zinchenko is a long way from left back. Here's Declan Rice. Finds Ben White. Good little 1-2 with Deckers. Saka's there. Takes too long to play the pass. And Pickford, oh, he manages to clear it. Eddie takes him out. And it's a free kick to Everton. I hope this doesn't become a frustrating game. I really do, because I like the way we've started in terms of dominating the ball, but just a little bit sloppy when we get to key areas. You know, the final ball isn't quite there. Iona said, Curtis, please explain to me, how come most professional footballers are okay with one foot and horrible with the other? I think it's quite shocking, really. I was quite fortunate. I've got 2 good feet. I was always good with my weaker foot. But I find it unbelievable that a player can play at that level and have so much training, and you're weak with your weaker foot. You know, you should have a good weak foot as well, but it is what it is. Big up Raul said, big up Curtis, let's put these lot away early. I'm telling you, they are there to be beaten quickly today, Everton. You know, you can end this by half time if you're at it, but it's always dangerous. Here's Decore. Arsenal clear it long. Eddie will press Mikalenko. Gives it back to Jordan Pickford. Pickford gives it back to Mikalenko. We're a little bit too far off there. It's too easy for him to play out. Kelly said we've improved our squad to the point where we don't even worry about Partey being injured. The thing is, our squad is a lot better, but sometimes I look at the starting lineup and think that's not our strongest starting 11, you know, because we need a performance from Fabio today. Should Eddie be playing over Jesus? You know, the squad has definitely improved, though. That is for sure. Hey, Yasin, no 2-star weak foot. I promise you, my friend. I had a good weak foot, man. RSPB said he has half a star weak foot. Everton in possession now. They're growing into the game a little bit. It's calmed down. We dominated. But we haven't really created an opportunity. No shot on target. Zinchenko wins the ball back for Arsenal. He is in the left-back area this time. Kimani said when he played a local team, he had to be able to use both legs. Opportunities have to be taken. Yeah, man. Got to be able to use both feet. Here's Saliba. Arsenal having a lot of the ball, but it's in our own half. We're not really opening this Everton team up. They've got, 10 players behind the ball. I know what you're saying. Tell that to Messi and Maradona, who both didn't have really good weaker foots, but were amazing. But they can get away with it. They're so good with their left foot. They managed to make it work, really. Arsenal continuing to dominate possession. Can we get a shot on target or something? Declan Rice on the ball in our own half. Zinchenko's next to him. He's looking for more movement. Saka is 2-on-1 every time. He nutmegs Mikalenko. Needs support, finds Odegaard. Great footwork. 2 players on him. Needs to come out. He's going to get clattered. Loses the ball too easy. Decore takes it off him and he gives it away straight away. Here's Deckers now. He's giving it away. It's like a game of pinball. Deckers wins it back. Wins a free kick. We need to step up. We need to step up. Possession is great. You need to test that goalkeeper, man. This is a team lacking confidence. Pickford hasn't had a save to make in the opening 15 minutes. Yeah, Messi can finish with his right foot, to be fair. Remember the lob against Bayern Munich when he twisted up Boateng? That was a right foot finish, so he can use it. We need an early goal. Fabio Vieira, ball down the sides, looking for Eddie Nketiah, who's offside. And a bit of a slow start, really. Bit of a slow start. The reason I would have played Jesus ahead of Eddie is because I think he holds the ball up better. And Everton have got big players, Tarkowski and that, and I think his link-up play is a little bit better. Adriano, what a left foot he had. A lot of you saying Saka looks a bit slow in the comments. Saka and Martinelli both haven't reached last season's level. The thing is, their respect level has gone up a gear. So now you're going to have 2v1 all the time. Decore looking for Beto. Gabriel does well there. Heads it back to David Raya. And Arsenal have possession. We need to create more chances. 3.2k in the chat. Big up everyone locked in. Like the video. Let's get 3,000 likes. And it's an interesting game so far. I've got to be honest. dominating the game, but no goal. Here's Saka, right-hand side. He gets tackled by Mykolenko there. Goes out for a throw. The problem with Saka now is as soon as he gets the ball, their winger is running back to make it a 2v1. So he can't slow down much. He needs to get the ball and actually speed up so that he's in a 1v1 with their fullback. Because he gets the ball and slows down a little bit, it becomes a 2v1, then it's more difficult and then the space disappears for him. So I think he actually needs to play a little bit quicker when he gets the ball. Gabriel finds Martinelli again. You look on the other side, 2v1 straight away. Danjuma and Ashley Young on that side. Here's Ben White. Maybe Saka needs Ben White to get on the overlap a bit more. Then he takes away one of the players. Declan Rice finds Ben White down the right-hand side. Crossing situation. Whips it in. Fabio Vieira on the volley. He can't quite reach it. And Everton managed to clear it. Arsenal have the ball back though. They're forced back to the halfway line. Here's Declan Rice. That was better from Arsenal. I just said Ben White needs to get on the overlap. Here's Gabriel Martinelli, left-hand side. He's got support, Declan Rice. Ben White on his... he gives it away. It's a sloppy pass. Everton can break. Ben White wins it back, though. It's such an intriguing game, this. I got to be honest. I mean, like Anthony said, Goodison is up there with Anfield, Etihad, White Hart Lane, Old Trafford. It always becomes difficult. You've got to punish them. You can see, anyone watching the game, you can see that Everton are there to be beaten. If, you know, one or two good moves and a quality pass and you can get the goal. But also, the longer it's 0-0, the more they'll grow into it. Look, Saka, 1v1 with Mykolenko. Straight away, Dwight McNeil runs back. Saka loses the ball, but it goes out for a throw-in. Got to be quicker. Somebody should shoot there, I think, from the edge of the box and just test him out. Test the keeper. Ben White with the throw, looking for Odegaard. It's headed away. And Everton clear it up the field. Saliba under pressure from Beto. He's definitely a willing runner, and Gabriel loses it. And Nketiah get away with it. Fabio Vieira, Martinelli's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Gabriel Martinelli! Gabriel Martinelli! Gabriel Martinelli! Thierry Henry finish! Arsenal take the lead in the 19th minute. Fabio Vieira with the through ball. Gabriel Martinelli with the finish. What a goal! What a goal! Gabriel, he plays it. They're checking if Eddie Nketiah is offside. And is Martinelli offside? So hold your horses, people. There's a VAR check here. Now the ball from Gabriel comes off the Everton player. What a finish by Martinelli. Thierry Henry-esque. Va-va-voom. Hey, Bobby. What is French for va-va-voom? Gabriel Martinelli. What a finish that is. And they're doing a VAR check. They're doing a VAR check. Possible offside. Who is the offside for? Is it for the Martinelli one or the Eddie Nketiah one? I think that's a goal, surely. I'm just trying to watch the replay here. I don't understand it because Gabriel's in his own half. He plays the ball sideways. It hits off the Everton player and goes to Eddie. Eddie looks like he's offside. I don't know. Oh, he's offside, man. You just, Eddie! 3 times he's been caught offside already in this game. The goal's not going to count. Eddie Nketiah's offside, man. 3 times in this game Eddie's been caught off. So I'll be fuming if I'm Martinelli, man. Lovely finish. No goal. Eddie offside. Half asleep. Said that he shouldn't... let me not say too much, but that's just sloppy from Eddie, man. That's so sloppy, you know, chilling in his own, in the opposition half, offside, strolling back. Eddie offside, and Martinelli's goal doesn't count. Stupid. Got to get back on side. People saying the camera angle looked dodgy. I don't know. We'll double check it. Ryan said same as United goal against us. Hopefully that doesn't spur Everton on. It will, though. It needs to spur us on because we know that one through ball can open them up. I want to see the replay again. I didn't really see it too well. That's frustrating. I didn't celebrate too much because I had a feeling Eddie looked offside. But I thought because it came off the Everton play. Oh, God, Martinelli's down injured. It's going from bad to worse. I hope that's cramp. So lazy from Eddie, man. Why? Look at the replay. Why is he jogging? Is that offside? It's a great ball from Fabio Vieira. Martinelli's not offside. Martinelli's down injured. People saying the camera angle made it look dodgy. I don't know. I'm more concerned now. Martinelli's down injured. He does it. I mean, I'm hoping that's just a bit of cramp in his calf. Oh, no. Trossard, warm up, fella. I want to hear what they're saying. I mean, Eddie's offside. He is offside. The back of his leg is clearly off, in my opinion. I thought because Martinelli was playing the ball sideways. I thought because Gabriel was playing the ball sideways. Ooh, I mean, when they're showing that replay, that is... What's Gary Neville saying there? That's close. That is very close. I don't know. I don't know now. Trossard's coming on. Martinelli's injured. That is not cramp. He's tweaked something. Probably done his cough. Eddie, I don't know what you're laughing about, mate, because it ain't funny right now. Gary Neville saying it's a dodgy decision. Martinelli's off. Martinelli's off for Trossard. Thought he'd scored. Goal gets disallowed. Now he's probably done his cough. Straight down the tunnel. Oh, dear. It's just one of those days. Just one of those days. Dry cry, even tears. Come on. I thought, I don't know. That should be a yellow card, Mikalenko. He's just rugby tackled Saka. So an injury to Gabriel Martinelli. He's come off. And Trossard has come on. I wanted Trossard to get game time, but not under these circumstances. You know, if he's tweaked a hamstring or tweaked a calf, you're looking at maybe 1 or 2 weeks. North London derby next week. You do not want Gabriel Martinelli getting injured. I want to know what people are saying about that offside. Like, should it have been onside? I mean, Sky are saying they're confused. Gary Neville saying he's confused. People saying Martinelli was holding his hamstring. A lot of people complaining, saying it should have been on. I don't know. I actually don't know. I thought because it doesn't matter that it came off an Everton player. Okay, fair. I suppose. Is it just at the time when the ball is passed by Gabriel? Here's Zinchenko. We got to focus anyway. Big blow that we've lost Martinelli. Potentially with a hamstring injury. But Trossard is on, and that's what squad depth is all about. I'm just a little concerned now. You know, that's Timber, Partey, and Martinelli all injured, and they are 3 important players. Cap said he's on 100%. Big up Brandon, came from the clock background, 67k. Keep going, brother. Blessings. Hopefully 3-0 win and be done with this team. They always beat us. People saying what's going on with the camera angle. Optus Sport saying it was onside. Here's Saka, right wing. Ben White on the overlap. Ben White hits the byline, rolls it across, comes out to Declan Rice. Deckers! Oh, it's blocked. Zinchenko, great touch. Fabio Vieira whips in with his right foot. Oh, talk to each other. Ben White takes it off Odegaard. Odegaard at the back post on his left foot, and Ben White takes it off him. Clearly didn't get the shout. Talk there, my friend. Ah, dear. Was that goal of the rules? nowadays. 26 minutes gone anyway. 26 minutes gone. Listen, if we go in 0-0 at half time, I'm very disappointed. Look at the state of this Everton team. Look. They're poor. They're poor. Honestly, I don't want to say it too much, but they're not good. Yeah, Jay, that's what I'm kind of thinking. Gabriel played the ball sideways. It hits the Everton player and goes forwards. So does that not mean, because the pass was sideways, it's onside? I honestly, I played football at a decent level. I don't know the rules nowadays. I couldn't tell you what the rules are. Is it because the ball came off Gabriel initially and at that time he was offside? I thought because the ball went sideways, it's hit the Everton player and then gone forwards that he was onside. I don't know. What I will say is we need to beat this Everton team. They are not good. They are not good. And the longer this game's 0-0, Sean Dyche will grow belief. He'll bring on Calvert-Lewin. They'll whip crosses in and anything can happen. Great. Zinchenko looking for Saka. Doesn't quite get there. Everton have the ball. Here's Decore. Good defending by Saliba. Beto takes it off him. And here come Arsenal. We're dominating the ball. Hardly I agree. I think they are almost guessing. Here's Ben White, right-hand side. He's getting forward a lot more now. Deckers finds Odegaard. Eddie gives it away. Got to do better there in those situations. And here's Beto. First chance for Everton to have a bit of an attack. Beto, left-hand side, up against Saliba. Don't let him get there. Saliba, great strength. Great defending, William Saliba. Goal kick to Arsenal. We've got to stay calm. I'm trying to stay calm. Listen, it's not always easy to just, win a game in the first 20, 30 minutes. I understand that. And Everton are putting 10 players behind the ball, so it's not easy to break them down. Just need a little bit more quality. We need to create. I agree with South London, dominating but not creating clear-cut chances. And that's what we need. I do believe if you can go 1 or 2-0 up, this Everton team will disappear. While it's 0-0, they're always going to have the belief. It's offside because the Everton player did not make a deliberate play of the ball. Listen, I haven't got a clue. Here come Everton, right-hand side. We need to be careful. They've got players in the box here. Ball whipped in. Ashley Young whips it to the back post. Raya comes and collects. Well done, David Raya. That's what you're in there for, fella. We're at 1.1k likes already. Big up the community. Let's get that to 3k. So, Saka doesn't foul him, goes out for a throw-in. Saka looks a little bit frustrated. 79% possession for Arsenal. But the disappointing thing, not one shot on target. Everton, no shots on goal whatsoever. Not on target, not off target, nothing. They are there to be beaten. But we need to create chances. No point dominating the ball. Saka did foul him there. Gabriel heads home to David Raya. And Arsenal have possession. Just as we are talking about squad depth, we have Martinelli injured. I hope he's okay for the Champions League. I would say very unlikely if you come off with a muscular injury that you'll be playing 3-4 days later. I'll be honest. It's very unlikely. Unless it was a kick and he's in pain, but it didn't look like that. He was holding the back of his leg. It looked like a muscular injury. I would not expect Martinelli to be playing midweek, but you never know. Sean Dyche is chewing on bricks. He's having an a late lunch. Decore goes past Declan Rice. He's in the area. Still Decore appeals for a penalty. Oh, he's on the floor. We could get a VAR check. Odegaard. Oh, my days. That could have been a penalty. Everton on the attack again. They'll probably do a VAR check. Eddie, come on! Gets bullied off the ball. Idrissa shoots, saved by David Raya. Poor. Eddie gets bullied. Decore drives away from Declan Rice. Wow, Saliba, you got to be careful there, my friend. No VAR check either. I'll take that. It's Saka. Oh, it sends Mikalenko for his dinner. That should be a yellow card, man. How many times? Will they do the VAR check now? I mean, Saliba, you're swinging legs around. Anything can happen. Anything can happen there. Saliba's got to be careful, man. Rice was struggling to keep up with it. I don't think any penalty's been given there anyway. Neville said it's not a pen. I think you could tell by the reaction of Decore, he doesn't truly believe it's a pen. But a free kick to Arsenal. Listen, if it's a dive, it should be a yellow card. Simple. But here's what it is. Free kick to Arsenal. Martin Odegaard, good cross in position. Can we score from it? Whipped in, Everton head it away. I don't know how we scored 15 goals last year from corners. Because we never seem to win the first header that gets crossed in. Genuine question. If it's not a penalty, it should be a yellow card to Decore. Simple as that. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't want to just blame referees. I don't want to become one of them. Long throw, goes out for a goal kick. See, it's difficult because we're the better team, and I get it. Be patient. I think the goal will come. But I have this feeling that the longer this is 0-0, Sean Dyche will be thinking anything can happen at 0-0. When you've got the control of the game, you need to score. You need to go ahead. Their heads will drop. Then they have to attack you a little bit more. Then you get more space and you can pick them off, you know. That's the problem. Read my stat, said Omar. What was the stat Omar had up? I can't even see the next one. Oh, unless you're putting another one up. I'll see it when you put it up again if you haven't. I didn't see it, Omar. Keir said, I don't know the rules anymore. I haven't got a clue. 5th game, no sign of improvement in performance, says Merry Christmas. This team struggles when they have to break teams down. That's the difference, you know, that is the difference between us and Man City. Because Man City are used to playing against low blocks week after week after week. They'll find a way. I'm not worried. I still think we can win the game. But I just, you know, I would have liked us to have scored earlier. If we lose today, we will have dropped the same number of points in our opening 5 Premier League games this season as we did in our first 14 before the World Cup. Well, let's hope it's not a situation we have to contend with. Here's Eddie Nketiah. Finds Declan Rice. Gets out to Zinni. Zinni drives. Much better. Trossard's on the move. Oh, Trossard. They weren't on the same wavelength. Pickford collects it. It's an interesting one. 71% possession. The better team. But Pickford hasn't had a save to make. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. You know, dinosaur arms, T-Rex in goal. Hasn't had a save to make. North London derby next week, Champions League midweek. We need the win. Jerome said, come on, you Gunners. Dyche is chewing barbed wire. He'd probably enjoy that as a starter, wouldn't he? Bit of barbed wire. Kevy said, I'm with you, Curtis. Starting Eddie over Jesus is a mistake. I said it before the game. Oh, God. Now Fabio's down. We knew he'd get beat up at Everton. He's on the floor rolling around. I think he's took a whack in the face. Yep, little forearm in the face. That's what you're going to get at Goodison, man. That's what you're going to get. Just give him a little bang across the jaw, you know. Nose mash-up. Probably got a nose. This is the Prem, bro. You know what I mean? That's just a friendly push in the Prem. I'm telling you. You know, Sean Dyche eat bricks, eat wood, eat concrete, man. David said, big up Big C, watching in Chicago with the lovely Miss Sophia. Come on, you Gunners. Big up David, big up Sophia. Eric said we need Kai on at half-time. Kai Havertz, I'm not sure, would be the answer to our problems. Get Jesus on, man. I'm with you on that, man. Get Gabby on. Next 6 games, PSV, Tottenham, Brentford, Bournemouth, Lens and Man City. We need to find a bit more cohesion. Lovely play there from Ben White. Finds Saka. Saka gets nailed again. How many times does Saka need to get... He hasn't even given a free kick. Are you crazy? What am I seeing here? What's wrong with Phil Mitchell? Give us a free kick, ref, you bold fraud. How many times do you get 5 fouls on Saka before we get a free kick? That's a yellow card, man. It's on the halfway line. We're on the break. How many times? He's literally fouled him every time he's had the ball. The ref wasn't even giving a free kick. What is the linesman doing? You're 10 yards away not giving the free kick. It's embarrassing. The richest league in the world with the worst referees. They are genuinely turning me into Ty. I can't stop moaning about refs. They're shocking. You put him on a yellow card, he can't challenge him. He's on the back. What? He didn't even give a free kick. Unbelievable. Sports Genius, Big C. I think this is where the Wenger teams thrived. His teams can break down teams. Also, was United better off with CR7 since they're not pressing? Well, they were no worse, were they? They weren't 13th, 14th with CR7, that's for sure. It's crazy. Saliba on the ball. 8 minutes till half time. Can we get that first goal? Throw in. Ty was right all along. Maybe he was. Everton, you're a disgrace. You're a cheat. I hope you get relegated. Amir said, I love EastEnders. Oh. Phil Mitchell's reffing the game at the moment. Saka needs to wake up. He's getting kicked most of the game. Great strike. Yeah, we're defending well, but listen, 8 minutes till half time. Odegaard misses the ball there. The midfield seems very open when we lose possession. Declan Rice there. Goes for Idrissov. Throw into Everton. Jason said, Big C, watch one of our players make one dodgy tackle and get a booking. You know it's going to happen. Look, he's give a free kick. He's give a free kick. Oh, my days. What is wrong with this Phil Mitchell referee? This Phil Mitchell. I got to tweet it. Free kick to Everton. Pumped into the area, back post. And Arsenal win the ball. Great header there by Gabriel. Here's Trossard, who's hardly touched the ball. We got runners. Oh, we could hit them on the break there. Sinbad would be better off as ref, said Alex. Oh, ball's given away. Come on. That's not good enough. Dwight McNeil with the shot and it's blocked. There's Fabio Vieira. Eddie makes the run. Zinni has been a bit wasteful in possession. He has. He's from Manchester, the ref. Fabio Vieira smashes it out wide. That's a great ball to Saka. Here we go. He's got no one to pass to. No movement. Saka goes past two. Declan Rice, edge of the penalty area, finds Ben White. Ben White does well. Odegaard, Deckers. It's just too slow. It's too predictable. It's too predictable. Odegaard, great 1-2. Ben White shoots straight at the goalkeeper. First chance of the game. Where's Jimmy Corker when you need him? You know what I mean? Ramkumar said, Big C, also getting bad luck. There you go. I've read the message. Let's see if it changes. Big part of the problem is a decade of players diving has made a lot of refs jaded, not wanting to believe players were fouled. 5 minutes till half time. Everton, I mean, they put the ball out for a throw there. They were awful. They are genuinely, in my opinion, one of the worst teams in the Premier League. We have got to put this Everton team away. Jared Braithwaite won the Dutch Cup on loan at PSV. I've never heard of him. Get Gabriel Jesus on this pitch at half time. Stop messing about. He's our best striker. Calm down on this Eddie hype now. He did well while he was out, but he's back. You know, he sent Dallo to the moon. He should have started this game. Take me to the moon. I don't know the rest of the words, but you know the song. Big up Trixie, man. Same as when the ref was a City fan last year. Big up yourself. I mean, Saka's been kicked 5 times. The guy, he can barely get a free kick. Here's Gabriel. Takes over the halfway line. Can Arsenal create a decent opportunity? 1 shot on target in this half so far for Arsenal. Nowhere near enough. if you were going to win a game of football. And 71% possession so far. Lots of possession, but a lack of creativity. Too slow on the ball, in my opinion. The key area to unlocking this Everton team is in wide areas. They got Ashley Young at right back, who's about 400 years old. And they've got Mikalenko, who Saka's taken him on about 5 times. He keeps fouling him. Here's Declan Rice. Skips away from Idrissa. Finds Ben White. Does well. Finds Saka. It's just that bit too slow. Yeah, you know the song, LSU. I know you know. It's Zinchenko. Thought he was going to shoot. Trossard. Left-hand side. Twisting, turning. Zinni's there. Good ball into Zinni. Good touch. He's got nowhere. We're forced backwards just when you think we're getting somewhere. Everton are defending well, though. I give them some credit. They've got a lot behind the ball. 0-0 for Sean Dyche. He's a great half-time. You know, he'll take that. So, I have to admit, Fabio Vieira, he hasn't been on the ball enough. You know, he's come off the bench a lot and got on the ball. Starting the game is a lot different. I don't think we've seen him on the ball anywhere near enough. You know, he's in the team to create chances and to move the ball. Ben White, good ball into Zinchenko. How many times has he give the ball away today? Fabio wins it back. Zinni's got to do better than that. Good ball by Gabriel. Finds Eddie Nketiah. He's had a quiet half. Declan Rice. Sometimes with Arsenal, it's so frustrating that we don't shoot from the edge of the penalty area. Just shoot sometimes. Have a pop. You never know what's going to happen. Ben White forced backwards. Not enough movement for me. We're too slow. Look, when we've got the ball, we're playing like we're 3-0 up and we're trying to keep possession. It's 0-0. You need some intensity in the game. Trossard, Fabio Vieira. These guys need to get on the ball. Eddie needs to get involved. It's too slow, too passive. It's easy to defend. Ben White's looking for options. Who do you want him to pass to? Here. Go forward with it. Saka. Heinz Ben White, little 1-2. It's very easy to play against this kind of possession. Zinchenko needs to tidy up. That is a brilliant ball. Finds Fabio Vieira. Pulls it back. Oh, how on earth did we not get a shot out of that? The pass was blocked. Beto running at Zinchenko. Zinni does really well there. Good tackle. What a ball. Listen, I was just calling out Zinchenko. What a ball that is. To be fair, was he onside? He might have been. Player at the bottom of the screen. He's got to get that ball across there. It gets blocked. He was looking for Eddie. That's much better. Yeah, we're becoming... It's just... We're overdoing it. We're overdoing it. Like, loads of possession. Kai Havertz in the chat. He said, I'm here, guys. Second half settings. I hope so, but 0-0 is too dangerous, man. It's too dangerous. McNeil's offside there for a free kick to Arsenal. I'm telling you, man, please, just shoot from the edge of the box sometimes. You never know what's going to happen, do you? Smith Rowe and Jesus. I wouldn't mind seeing Smith Rowe in that Fabio Vieira role. I've got to be honest. But you know he'll bring Havertz on. It won't be. Good ball over the top. Oh, Fabio nearly gets there. It's overhit. And we approach the 45th minute. And listen, a lot of you in the comments will be saying, you know, be patient, second half, I understand. But I'm going to be honest, you dominate a half of football, a game of football like that, you need to take the lead. We're trying to win the title here. This ain't, let's just get back in the Europa League. We've gone to Everton. They've done absolutely nothing. We've had 78% possession, yet we've had one shot on target. That is not good enough. You know, that's not good enough. We don't like shooting from the edge of the box. I don't understand it. We're always looking for the perfect goal. 4 minutes time added on at the end of the first half. Pickford will smash it long. I'm nervous. I'm telling you now. Because when Calvert-Lewin comes on and they start whacking crosses in, and there you go, Everton have the ball. Idrissa gets to the byline. Saka, you've got to block the cross. Here we go. McNeil shoots. It's blocked. There. See, look, anything can happen. These lot need to learn. You can't just keep the ball. It's a terrible ball from Onana. It's Trossard taking too long. He wins the free kick. Book someone, man. Phil Mitchell. Yellow card. He should have booked someone earlier in the game. Ashley Young is booked. He's 38 years of age. You couldn't wish for much more as a winger. Playing against a 38-year-old with no pace on a yellow card. Trossard needs to run at him. He needs to run at him. It's as simple as that. Put him under pressure. Get him sent off. Eddie needs to come off at half-time for me. As I said, I know Gabriel Jesus has been out injured, but look at the goal he scored against Man United. He should have started. He should have started. He needs to come on at half-time, but he won't. He loves Eddie too much. He won't take him off. Kevy said, I'm not knocking Fabio. I think many have been worse. Listen, Fabio Vieira is playing okay, but he's come off the bench and done well. So when you start, you want them then to show that quality from the start. I think Fabio's been quiet. But listen, if Eddie would have got onside, I mean, Beto was elbowed Saliba in the face there. The refs told him to get up. And then we win the ball back. And what are you going? He's elbowed him in the face, mate. He's elbowed him in the face. And this clown is telling him to get up. He could have broke his nose. Oh, yeah, get up, mate. Get up. It's only an elbow in the face. Let's have a look. I mean, he catches him. I'm not saying it's a red card or anything. Naturally, as a striker, you're trying to hold him off. You put your arms out. I'm not saying it's a red, but the ref's standing there telling him to get up. Oh, get up, mate. The ref's check this ref's betting account. I'm telling you. He's got money on Everton to get a point today. He don't want to give us anything. This fraud. He looks like Thomas Gravison, who used to play for Everton. Arsenal in possession, a minute till half-time. I'm going to be honest, people. People say be calm, be patient. I'm not. I haven't enjoyed this first half. It's like a keep ball session. I'm not interested in Arsenal just dominating the ball and not creating nothing. Jordan Pickford's had one save to make. It was a left-footed shot from 25 yards from Ben White. What are we like? Why do we not shoot from distance? Have a pop. Anything can happen. Here we are on the ball. Left-hand side. Fabio Vieira, crossing opportunity. Twist turns. Oh, he sold him. Cross it in with your right foot. Finds Ben White. Deckers is there. You got to lay it sooner. It's too predictable. Oh, we're so predictable. Sean Dyche will go in at half-time. He'll applaud Everton for this. I'm telling you. He'll be delighted with this. 78% possession. So what? Haven't tested the keeper. Don't look like scoring. Here's Saka. Loses the ball. Saka's I think he's having a bang average game again. Half-time is that. Half-time whistle goes. Is that half-time? Yeah, half-time. Snorefest. I'm telling you now, right? If this team have got any aspirations... I mean, listen, I'm just going to say what it is. People say you're overreacting, blah, blah, blah. I said this before the game, and I said it yesterday. I think Man City are going to run away with the league this year. I do. I honestly do. 5 wins out of 5. They don't even look like they've got out of second gear yet. Doku is absolute lightning. And we forget their best player is injured until Christmas, Kevin De Bruyne. They're just battering teams at the moment. We're struggling to break down Everton. We still don't look quite right at the moment. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the reason is. Fabio's done okay, hasn't got on the ball enough. Odegaard's been quiet. Saka gets doubled up on, to be fair. Left back should have been on a yellow card, which then makes it a little bit easier for him. Martinelli has a goal disallowed because Eddie's being lazy from an offside position. And we just haven't done anything. It's a snorefest. 45 minutes, 78% possession. 1 shot on target. Everton haven't had 1 shot. And that tells you everything. They will take a 0-0 every day of the week. Will be a confidence boost for them. While it's 0-0, Everton will think, corner, 15 minutes to go. Calvert-Lewin, Decore, anything can happen. If Arsenal want to win a title, or even challenge for a title, you have got to play better than this. And people saying calm down. I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm not ranting. I'm not angry. That's not good enough. I'm not interested in 78% possession. I don't get excited about, possession stats. Have 50% possession and be 2 or 3-0 up. What I want to see is test the goalkeeper. Why are we not allowed to shoot outside the penalty area? Why are we looking for the perfect goal all the time? Why can't you just get out your feet and have a pop? Could fly into the top corner. It's a typical Arsenal performance, struggling to break down a team. We have to improve. Now, a couple of weeks ago, Trossard had a poor 45 minutes and he dragged him off the pitch. And I'm sorry, but Gabriel Jesus should be coming on at half time. He should have started the game. But okay, you've given Eddie that loyalty that Eddie's done well the last few weeks. I respect that. He was in the England squad. His confidence is high. Gabriel Jesus needs to be on that pitch. And that performance isn't good enough. Fabio's done okay, but I would still consider, 20 minutes in, maybe giving Smith Rowe a chance. I wouldn't necessarily take Fabio off at half time because in reality, he would have had an assist if Nketiah was onside. At least he's trying to play a through ball. So for me, that's a disappointing first half. I mean, Mike said I'm panicking there's no panic, Mike. There's no panic. That's not a good first half. Genuinely, Everton look like one of the worst teams in the league, which is what they are. For me, that's a below par first half. Loads of possession. But lacking creativity. And a refusal to shoot from outside the area. Get Gabby Jesus on. Big second half. Big second half. People have to understand this is a massive week for Arsenal Football Club. We play our first Champions League game in 6 years on Wednesday. We play Tottenham in the North London Derby next Sunday. We cannot afford to be going into that week on the back of points dropped to Everton. Now, you handle business second half, win the game, and we're calm. But that first half is not good enough because Everton will take belief from that. They've hardly had the ball, and it's still 0-0. Trixie said, same as when the ref was... I know, I read that one, didn't I? Eros said, Curtis, we want Angela back. We need all-out attack, man. Rishi said, Havertz will head our winner from a corner. I'd rather we score before Havertz even comes on, to be honest, Why doesn't Saka take his man on? As I said, the thing what's happening with Saka, ball goes into Saka, he's got it, he's 1v1. But as soon as he gets it, Dwight McNeil's running back to make it a 2v1. Now, I said that this season was going to be the biggest test of Saka and Martinelli because now all the other teams recognise how good those two are. So everyone doubles up on them. They say, you know what, you can't leave Saka 1v1 with the fullback. He's going to roast him. So they go 2v1. Now, when you're 2v1, you've got to be an even better footballer. That's what separates a good winger and a great winger. That's why I don't say yet that Saka is world class, and a lot of people don't agree with that because let's see how good he is being doubled up on every week. Going into the Champions League, it's a different story. I think he's an incredible player. I think he has world class potential. But listen, they did recognise him before. People saying he was recognised. Of course he was recognised before, but now I think it's the key. Everyone knows now, cut off the two Arsenal wingers and you've got a chance. But you have to create overload. You look at Man City, the winger gets the ball, the fullback overlaps, and it opens up space. I don't think we get that because Zinchenko doesn't overlap because he plays like a midfielder. Ben White doesn't overlap that often. So you need the fullback. Man City, when they were at their best, Mahrez would get the ball. The first thing what happened, Kyle Walker overlaps him. Somebody goes with Walker. Mahrez then gets the 1v1 and he rips you to bits. And that's where... I mean, they're checking this offside goal. Now, I thought this was onside. Now, Eddie might be offside. That blue line looks in line to me. I thought the fact that Gabriel was playing this ball sideways and it hits the Everton player meant that he was onside. I don't know the rules of football. I honestly don't. I don't know the rules. I don't know whether that should have been onside or whether it is offside. I don't know. Sid, wouldn't this be great for Kai Havertz's Arsenal career if he came off the bench and scored the winner? It would do him the world of good. But as I said, I would like us to score before he even comes on the pitch, to be honest. Now the opposing team has a magnifying glass. They do. They do. You know certain teams. You've got to... I mean, he plays that ball sideways and it comes off the Everton player. I genuinely thought because Gabriel doesn't play that forward and it comes off the Everton player, is he not onside? I don't know. I might have to go and Google it because I haven't got a clue. People saying the camera angle was terrible as well. Just crazy. Apparently this season they were supposed to give the benefit of the doubt to strikers. But hey, it is what it is. Is ESR ever going to play for Arsenal? I haven't got a clue. I have not got a Scooby-Doo, but it doesn't look like it at the moment. Saka needs to be more direct. Yeah, because the one thing I would say about Saka, when you get the ball, go quickly. Don't allow them to wait and get in a 2v1. Get it and go quick. Beto's touch was unintentional, so it counts as Gabriel's pass. Is that the rules? What a ridiculous rule that is, but, you know, it was a good goal from Martinelli, and then he comes off injured. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword for Arsenal. Oh, my Jays, big up yourself, bro. It's because Beto isn't intentionally playing the ball backwards. It makes Eddie off. He is off, which looks sus. It's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one. But Arsenal have had so much of the ball. We should have created more. 4.2k in the chat. Great numbers. Big up. We just went past 67k as well. Let's get 3,000 likes on this video. I've got to be honest. The game itself is a snore fest at the moment. But we need to do more. We need to do more, you know. Be patient in the second half and get that goal. JPE said, Big C, let's be honest, Trossard has been underwhelming. Deserves a chance, but he's not exactly taking it to... I've said it before about Trossard, right? I like him. I don't think he's as good a left winger as Martinelli. And I've said this many times. I would actually play Trossard in that attacking midfield role where he's been playing Havertz, where he's been playing Fabio Vieira today. I think he's better central, linking up with the winger. He's not as direct. So, yeah, he has. But, you know, he's been on the pitch for 20 minutes. It's very difficult for me to criticise him on 20 minutes where we're not actually playing that well. Who's playing well in the Arsenal attack? I look at the attack there. Eddie and Nketiah not playing well. Martinelli's come off injured. That's a massive loss for us. Saka, I don't think Saka's playing very well. Yeah, they're getting 2v1s on him, but they 2v1 Marcus Rashford. They 2v1 Heung-min Son. They 2v1 Sterling and, you know, whoever else is the top wingers in the league. So, you know, I'm not going to feel sorry for him. Your reputation is high now. So you've got to show that you can go to that level. Odegaard's been quite... I actually would say Fabio Vieira has been possibly our best attacking player. He hasn't actually been that good, but he's been the better of the ones. Ben White, yeah, he's done quite well. Dre said Arteta has ties to Everton. Yeah, it is a bit of a friendly performance, isn't it? Oh, wow. At AO, I'd say Karma. He said Doku has higher potential than Saka, more unpredictable. It's too early to say that. It's too early. But listen, yesterday he looked like he was serious. I'm not going to cap. And, you know, once Pep gets his coaching skills into his game as well, who knows? But I've seen Doku play before. He does have them games where, you know, it doesn't work. But what I like about him, he's extremely quick and he's very direct. Alfred, big up, bro. He said, we need to stop giving Saka a pass. Bring Nelson on. Saka's lack of directness is annoying. Martinelli comes off and our offence goes missing. Listen, I'm with you on that. I'm with you. I said it at the start of this stream. I don't fanboy any player at Arsenal. I like a lot of these players, but none of them are, none of you are Thierry Henry. You know, I'm not going to fight your corner to the end. Saka is having another below par game. If he continues like that, get him off. Because one thing I like about Reiss Nelson, he will run at the fullback. And this Mikalenko does not look like a great left back. And on the other side, you've got a 38-year-old Ashley Young, who we should call him Ashley Old, on a yellow card. And Trossard hasn't ran at him once yet. So these wingers need to liven up. Liven up. We've got quality on the bench. Jesus, Smith Rowe. Nelson, Havertz, who should have a point to prove. So Saka, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Saka's lack of competition is a massive, massive downfall. He is 21 years of age. He knows he can turn up today. He's just turned 22, in fact. He knows he can turn up today, drop a 4 out of 10 performance, and he'll start on Wednesday. And he can drop a 5 out of 10 on Wednesday, and he knows he'll start next Sunday. And that is not good. At the top level of football, you need to feel like I've got to perform to hang on to this shirt. So Saka, he needs to perform in this second half. What I'm not liking with Saka, he gets the ball. He's putting in Pepe performances where he used to get the ball and slow the game down, He needs to speed the game up. Jesus required. I would genuinely bring Jesus on at half-time for Eddie. No, nothing against Eddie. I wouldn't have started him. I never thought this game was going to suit him because Everton have got massive centre-backs and I don't think Eddie's hold-up play is anywhere near as good as Jesus. Mr. Smith said, get Eddie off, bring Jesus on. Curtis, I worked with Ashley Young at Watford. Back in the day, in his Watford days, yeah? Exactly. See, Sané had Mahrez. Well, you had Sané, who would speed things up, and he had the left back, and then you had Mahrez, who had Walker. Get the ball and speed the game up. Is Gabriel Jesus fully fit? He looked sharp against Man United. I'm sure you could get 45 minutes out of him. It's funny, isn't it? When you really look at this Arsenal team, right, I would say that Martinelli is probably the most direct player in this whole squad. Outside of that, how many players in this team get the ball and can go and run past 3 or 4 players? Saka's more of a dribbler. I wouldn't say he's electric. Jesus can dribble past players as well. I think Nelson's probably the next most direct player. We don't have that many players who really, drive and run up players that much. So Martinelli's a big loss. Big loss. I think Ben White and Saka need to link up a little bit better. But we could have done with a Doku type of signing in our team, to be honest. Looking at Neto yesterday for Wolves, I wouldn't mind him. He was ripping Joe Gomez to bits. But a bit more pace. I told you I'm a pace merchant on FIFA, people. I want 99 pace players in the team. African Giant, big up with a super chat. He said, I've lost my appetite. Well, do you know what? I can't even laugh. Because we're 0-0 at Everton. That should be a yellow card for Decore. He's looking for it. Saliba, legs out, he pulls it back, Decore dives. Why is it not a yellow card? There's no contact. He should have got booked. But yeah, African Giant, Chelsea and Man United in the bottom half of the table, man. Crazy, but they've spent $1 billion. That Nicholas Jackson, boy, it looked like Michael Jackson was playing up front. Rest in peace, the legend, of course. But, the moonwalk might have got you a goal over what Nicholas Jackson was doing. Arsenal are back out on the pitch. Odegaard giving them the rallying cry. No substitutions at half-time. David Raya in goal. Had a solid first half. Arsenal on the pitch first, and they should be. Because if I'm Arteta, I'm having a go at them for that. I'm telling you, I'm not happy with that first half. No point keeping the ball if you do nothing with it. What's the point? One shot on target. It's ridiculous. Jermaine Jackson was saying, it's madness. It's absolute madness. Alfred with a super chat. Even though Wolves lost, I watched Neto this weekend and I'm like, this guy in the Saka position would cause problems. Skillful, fast, troublesome. He's an Arsenal fan. We've tried to sign him for about a year or two. Go and get him in January and put Saka on his toes. Say, listen, you're a baller, but you're not guaranteed selection in this team. I don't care how good you are. You know what I mean? There's no time for that. He needs some pressure on him. Big up everyone locked in. Over 4,000 of you locked in. 1.5k likes already. So we're halfway there. And the second half is about to get underway. Everton to get us underway. No substitutions for Arsenal. I knew he wouldn't. And it wouldn't surprise me if Havertz is the first change, And we're underway, people. I'm telling you now, this is a huge 45 minutes for Arsenal. I'm not messing about. I know it's early in the season and you think, it's too early for that kind of talk. This is a big 45 minutes. You cannot drop points against this Everton team. They are poor. Here's Trossard, left-hand side. Needs to be direct against Ashley Young. He's got Zinni on the overlap. Zinchenko whips it in, headed away. And Ashley Young clears it. One thing about this Everton team, they've got big defenders who are good in the air. So that high cross, it needs to be, accurate if you're going to put a high cross in. Listen, I agree. I hope Saka scores. I don't want to sound like, I'm calling for Saka to get dropped. I want Saka in this team. Here's Fabio Vieira. Great ball across. This should be a goal. Oh, Saka, just as I'm praising you, your pass isn't good enough. Should have scored. Is Martin Odegaard. Oh, saved by Pickford. Fabio Vieira. Oh, he puts it in the River Mersey. That's gone out of the stadium. Arsenal should have scored. What a chance for Martin Odegaard. Zinchenko. Great ball into Vieira. What a ball. Where's my striker there? Run across. Saka's got to pull that back. It's blocked. Great ball, Declan Rice. Odegaard. For me there, that's a poor finish from Odegaard. He hits it straight at him. You've got to just bend that into the far corner. It should be 1-0. Ah, dear. Odegaard should have scored that. Open your body up there. Bend that into the far corner. And I think it's 1-0. He just whacks it straight down the middle. They'll get a free kick for that. No, maybe not. Is he giving it? What's happening? Is it a free kick or not? Of course he gives a free. I'm telling you now, this Phil Mitchell fraud of a referee. He's booked him. Oh my days! I'm telling you now, they need that. It's fraudulence. What's he meant to do? He can't get out the way. He can't get out the way. He's ran into him. You're giving a yellow card for that. Yeah, I saw Saka get body slammed by Mykolenko in the first half. I thought I was watching WWF. He cannot. He's got an Everton kit on, I'm telling you. He's got an Everton kit on with Wayne Rooney on the back of it, this fraud. And look, of course they're putting the camera on Tarkowski, because guess what? He scored from across last season. Oh, dear me. They better defend this properly. Free kick, Ashley Young to take it. Oh, he kicks it off his own player's head. Gabriel on a yellow card worries me as well, because you know that he loves putting a tackle in. Oh my, Jay said, Eddie St. Patrick, ghost settings, bro. Now here's a foul. It's funny, innit? When he dived in the first half, Decore, no problem. Just dive, mate. No problem. We ain't giving you a yellow card. But as soon as we do it, yellow card. Can't wait to do it. Honestly, I'm genuinely turning into Ty. I can't stop moaning about refs. He moans about refs all the time on AFTV. I'm becoming a Ty. These refs are a disgrace. Runs into him and gets a yellow card. It's wild. John Moss without the hair, Marco. You're right. You're right. Shocking. But listen, let's not worry about the refs, because to be honest, Odegaard should have scored. And the ref couldn't have done anything about that. So let's handle business. Here's Gabriel in possession. It was a great ball in by Fabio Vieira as well. Whipped it across. And here's Saka, right-hand side. Speed it up. Speed it up. Don't slow it down. You're 2v1. Finds Odegaard. They get bodies around you quickly, Everton, man. You got to move the ball. Come out of there. Ben White is looking for movement. Saka loses the ball. We win it back. We're dominating again, but we need that goal. Here's Odegaard. Great ball into Zinchenko. Have a pop. Have a pop. Dumbo! Oh, his arms are by his side. I don't mind him shooting, though. Don't let him out of there. Don't let him out. Press. Go on, Zinni. You got to squeeze there. Force him long. Oh, Trossard. That's rubbish, man. Throw into Everton. Curtis Shaw, they're calling me. I'm telling you. Zinni, I don't mind you hitting that 25 yards out. Pull the trigger. It's not handball, to be honest. His arms are by his side. We've got to do better than this. I'm telling you, you cannot drop points against this team. David Raya hesitates there. Does well. Oh, we played out well there. I like that. Gabriel passed the ball. You're going to get clattered. Oh, wins a throw-in. We have got to beat this Everton team. The horrible thing is, there's a horrible script that's written here, isn't there? That Everton We should be winning. We've had loads of possession and, you know, they nick a scrappy goal and I'm having head loss. Please don't write that script. Just control the game, score the goal, score another one, take players off. This Everton team are playing awful and somehow we can't break them down. But they're defending well. That's the only thing I can say. Here's Gabriel in the Everton half. Trossard is far too quiet. Odegaard needs to get on the ball more as well. And then Nketiah needs to get on the ball. 50 minutes gone. 5 minutes into the second half. Zinchenko on the ball. He was a bit sloppy in possession in the first half. And here's Saliba. He's looking for options. Odegaard. We need Odegaard on the ball. Find Saka. Oh, he gets caught. He just too... Odegaard. Come on. Hit it. Here's Trossard. Left-hand side. Get at him. Get at him. He's a winger. He's done him. Whips it in. Oh, every time. They win every header, Everton. They've got giants at the back. Absolute giants in defence. You've got to put a better ball in than that. Jesus has to come on soon. He'll probably bring Havertz on first sub. Don't be surprised if he brings Havertz. We've seen this script many times. Surely Arteta knew it was. Oh, it's a terrible ball over the top. Who played that ball? Zinni. Some of Zinni's passing today is so hit and miss. It's like one of them is great and then the next one's shocking. I'm telling you now, Arteta needs to make early changes, man. Pickford smashes it long. Saliba wins the header. Not a great header. Everton have the ball. Anytime they've got the ball, I'm nervous. Beto plays a 1-2. Arsenal win it back. Zinni, wake up, man. You're walking around like you've got all day. Trossard. Vieira, that's a terrible pass. We're so sloppy. Come on. I'm telling you now, and I hate to say it, Man City would be beating this team 3 or 4-0. They're awful. They are. Look at that. Man can't even control the ball for them. Who's warming up for Arsenal down there? I can't actually tell who that is. I'm sure one of them is Havertz, and I can't see Gabriel Jesus. Dan said it would be ironic if Arteta brings on Havertz. He scores the winner. Yeah, listen, I hope he does. I really hope he does. Gabriel on the ball. Finds Trossard. He's got to get involved. He does well there. Great turn. I told you, I think he's better in central areas. That is a brilliant run. Eddie, make a run. Make a run. He falls on the floor. Here's Fabio Vieira. He's got no one to pass to. No one. Get Eddie off, man. Get Gabriel Jesus on this pitch. ASAP. I was going to say ASAP. Here's Declan Rice. Here. We've got players out wide here. Saka. Deliver. Deckers, come on. Out wide to Ben White. It's too slow when we get it on this right-hand side. Saka whips it in. It's Trossard. Heads it across. Oh, what a block. Come on, react. It's cleared out for a throw-in. Everton hanging on. Come on. Pickford swearing on camera. It's all mad. We have got to test this brother out. I saw that, Omar. Jesus, Everton are one of the teams that he scored against most in his Premier League career. So our manager benches him and probably won't bring him on till there's about 10 minutes left. Come on. Big up all the Twitch gang locked in as well. 42 of you. 3,600 on YouTube. Big up the whole C-Unit community. Like the video. Subscribe. Let's roar ourselves onto victory. Here's Fabio Vieira. It's got to be a throw-in. Throw-in to Arsenal. Zinchenko to take it. Down by the Everton penalty area. It's a frustrating game. Give me a 1-0 now. I'll take it. Just win it and get out of there. I'm not enjoying this game. Another throw into Arsenal. Everton are putting us under a lot of pressure. For me, well, not pressure going forward, just pressure when we've got the ball, they get close to us. I would... Jesus first change. Potentially, I'd give Smith Rowe a chance as well. Curtis, what do you think Dyche is thinking? Well, I tell you, mate, listen, Eros, I'm delighted. We've had no shots on goal, none on target, but 0-0 will be like a victory for Everton today, mate. We eat bricks, we eat wood, we eat concrete. We don't want to score. Well, you know, Arsenal, I don't care if you have 99% possession, mate. We'll win, you know, 0-0's like a win for Everton anyway, mate. So there you go. Quick update from Dyche. Get Eddie and Nketiah off, mate. I've seen enough. You've ran around a lot, but you ain't done nothing. The experiment's done now, I told you. Look, Gabby's sitting down. He's got a HD cut shape up, sharp as anything. 8 goals against them, and you don't bring him on. You'll bring him on with 10 minutes to go. Because I'm convinced Eddie is his stepson. Here's Saka, right-hand side. Finds Declan Rice. We need comedy at times like this, people. I'm telling you. It's not easy watching a 0-0 away at Everton. It's not the most exciting game. Oh, yeah, Jason, you're right. He trains well. Zinchenko, what a ball. Finds Trossard, left-hand side. Needs to pick someone out. Oh, where are we? Fabio Vieira is blocked. Oh, he goes out for a throw-in. Fabio, you're getting in good positions. I told you, Zinchenko, 1 minute he can't pass. 1 minute he can't pass wind. The next minute he's like prime David Beckham. What a ball, Zinchenko. Trossard whips it across. Fabio shots. What a ball. That's the ball of the game from Zinni. Trossard, I mean, you want someone to just be tapping that in. I'm with him. He's whipped it across the 6-yard box. No one's there. How is that a free kick? Somebody must have been... Was he offside? I don't know what's going on. Ball over the top for Everton. Here's Gabriel. They've got us under pressure. Runs out for a goal. Look, they're not even pressing us. They are woeful. Yo, Gabby Jesus, go and warm up. Go and warm up. Just do it yourself. Don't even wait for him to tell you. Get up and warm up. He needs to be on the pitch. Is he getting up? Oh, Gabriel Jesus. Yeah, 8 goals in 9 games. Get him on the damn pitch. Man's record is unbelievable against Everton, and we've got him on the bench. Saka. Are you going to book someone, Phil Mitchell, mate? They've put Saka on a sandwich. He turned into a piece of meat in a packed lunch. One of them punched him in the face. It's all going off. Get out of my pub. Peggy Mitchell settings. It's wild. Free kick to Arsenal. I'd sub off Mikel for Earpod Albert. I'm telling you. I don't mind Earpod Albert. But please make changes. We've been begging for squad depth and then this guy don't use it. Saka's not having a good game. I would not complain if Saka got taken off for Nelson. Good tackle, Declan Rice. Great chance. Eddie Nketiah in the area. Oh, Eddie, man. I feel like I'm watching Coming to America. I'm telling you now, and this ain't funny. It's like Coming to America where Eddie goes to New York and he pretends he's got no money. And he works in McDowell's, you know. While he's trying to get... It's wild. Why is he taking it so wide for one? Hit the damn ball. Get him off. Get him off the pitch. The experiment ain't working today. You've mixed the wrong potion. You're going to blow up the lab. In swinging corner for Arsenal. We need a quality delivery here. Saka to take it. Come on. Oh, we never win the header. Zinchenko shoots, deflected, goes out for another corner. Come on! Come on, man. Abdullah says 14. Don't do it. Don't do it, Abdullah. He's wearing Thierry's number. But hey, he trains well. He trains well, people. Don't forget. That's what Mikel said. He trains well. It's crazy. This is my wife. Bark like a dog. If you watch Coming to America, you know anyway. In swinging corner. Are we ever going to win a header? Corner taken short. Trossard. He's got Saka. Here we go. Edge of the area. Zinchenko shoots. Ball referee. What are we watching? Phil Mitchell, give us a free kick, you fraud. He slapped the ball. He's telling us all to go away. Go away. He'll give us a yellow. Zinni, don't laugh. It ain't funny. Zinni shoots. Come on, man. I want a free kick for that. I want a free kick. Is it in the area? Oh, I mean, nah, it's a free kick. It's not a penalty, but I want handball. He'll give a corner, probably. Look, Tarkovsky's coming over for a chat. Listen, Phil, mate. You never hit me arm. Leave it. He'll give a corner. Watch this. I'm not enjoying this game, by the way. Is anybody enjoying this game? Because I'm not. I'm really not enjoying this. I'm not even saying it's a pen. It's a free kick. No, he gives a corner. Why not? He ain't give us nothing else. Corner to Arsenal. Please just win this game and get out of there. I'm not enjoying this. I'm not. If we drop points, my head, I'm going to be going crazy. Odegaard, short corner. Zinchenko whips it in, cleared away. Saka, please, we need something. You've done nothing, really. Fabio Vieira, left-hand side. Sticks into the back post, headed away. We haven't won one header. They win every header. Dre said, I'm enjoying the commentary. Bro, I'm fuming. Pickford plays it long. They're on the break. Everton. Decore forced him backwards. We better score soon, I'm telling you. 30 minutes to go. Where's the substitutions, Mikel? You asked for squad depth. You said we didn't win the league because of the squad depth. You've got Gabriel Jesus on the bench. Like, somebody explain it to me. It's not rocket science. I think Jesus has just gone out to warm up with Havertz, put the ball over the top. Saliba, get your body in, gives it to David Raya, very calm on the ball. This is crazy. That's a free kick to Arsenal. Oh, my days. Wild. Get Gabriel Jesus on this pitch. Sean Dyche there chewing on a brick. I'm nervous. People kept telling me be calm. 29 minutes to go. You know, it's amazing. When your team's defending, you know, the game goes very slow. When you're trying to attack, the game goes very quick. Right now, the time feels like it's flying. We need Odegaard and Trossard and Fabio on the ball. We need them creators on the ball and Zinchenko. It's time for divine intervention. You're not wrong. A Space Invader will come on. Oh My J said more action in Walford. I'm telling you, EastEnders would be better. Oh My J's again. Mikel applying that soul glow to his own head. He probably, just let your soul glow, baby. He probably is. You know, that Jerry curl, that wet look. Come on, Arsenal. 28 minutes to go. Don't ruin the weekend, man. Hop on one leg. You've definitely watched it, Rockstar. I'm with you on that. I couldn't really even enjoy Man United's defeat that much yesterday because I was like, we've got Everton tomorrow, man. I don't know, you know. I don't know. So I stayed quite calm. Oh, here comes Calvert-Lewin. I'm sorry. I don't want to overreact here. I really don't want to overreact. You know, I'm doing Wusa, stay calm. Gabriel Jesus is our best striker. He scores an unbelievable goal against Man U. Sends Dalot sliding out the stadium. He plays for Brazil. In the internationals, you bench him, which is bad enough. But one of his best goal records is against Everton, and you still haven't brought him on. You're going to give him 10, 15 minutes because you refuse to take Eddie off the pitch. Look at... Just get this guy off the pitch, man. Get Eddie off. It's not rocket science, is it, people? He's having a stinker. Get Jesus on the pitch. They're bringing Calvert-Lewin on. They're going to whip cross after cross in. I'm telling you now. I'm in my feelings right now. This is like a Drake album. I'm telling you, I'm all up in my feelings. We better not lose this. I'm telling you now, people. Everton have been awful. They got a free kick now. Ashley Young's going to whip it in. Calvert-Lewin's coming on. There's 27 minutes to go. This is not good. This game should have been over from a long time. Everton are poor. Ashley Young clips it to the back post. That's a foul. Ref says play on. Don't worry. He's just give him the people's elbow. This ref won't give us a thing, will he? Gabriel Jesus is coming on. Finally. He probably won't take Eddie off. He'll do something to keep him on. He should actually take Saka off if he carries on playing like this. Burkowski said we need to move the ball quicker. 2 subs, Nelson and Jesus. What happened then? Yeah, another arm in the back of Jesus, in Gabriel's head. Then he lands on him on the way down. Kicks him. Nothing major. Just a forearm smash over the back of the head. And, you know, bit of wrestling during the game. Ref just says, get up. Ronnie said, is Arteta saving the best for the Champions League? Listen, mate, don't worry about the Champions League, Mikel. Deal with this game first. Jerome, Eddie leaves it all on the training ground. He's playing like he's left it all on the training ground. He's stinking out the joint. Gabriel Jesus on. Get that 14 off. Yeah, he's off. Seen enough. He's had a shocker today, by the way. He's been awful. This was not a good one. Balogun scored for Monaco this weekend. That was poor from Eddie, man. I told you, Eddie, I said it before, Eddie. I know he got that England call up. Just go and play for Ghana, my friend. Go and play for Ghana. You will not be an England regular. Even if you get a couple caps. You're not the answer, bro. You're not the answer. Sherman's off the pitch. All right, he's made one change. Calvert-Lewin's come on with a mask on. I think he had I don't know what the injury was. Or maybe he's just doing it for fashion. Maybe it's London Fashion Week, people. And Calvert-Lewin's just doing it for... I'm not looking forward to this, by the way. Calvert-Lewin with crosses being put in. That's good play by Saka. Oh, I'm losing. What is wrong with this ref? Did Saka not just kick the ball off that guy and he gives a throw in to them? Oh, dear. Oh, he had a fractured cheekbone. That's why he's got the mask on. Oh, my days. Long throw in. Everton. Comes out. Decore shoots. The technique's horrible. Shot! Oh, over the bar. Goal kick to Arsenal. I'm not enjoying this game. Not enjoying this at all. We have not done enough to win this game. And when we get good opportunities... Not creating nothing. We're playing this game like we're 3-0 up. You would think we were 3-0 up, the lack of intensity. It's horrible. I want to see what this manager's about today. Oh, Ben White and Saka, they're playing like they don't know each other. Saka's done well, though. Wins the ball back. Crosses it in. He wins a corner, though. Fair play to him. The script has been written. We need to change the script, man. It's a corner. We haven't won. I don't think we've won one header from a corner today. Menti said, if Eddie is the answer, I don't want to know what the question is. I'm with you on that. Please. Apparently, we had the joint highest goals from corners last season. We haven't won one header. We've had 7 corners. I haven't seen us win a header from a corner in this game. We have to win this game. 23 minutes to go. Corner. Saka gives it to Odegaard. Odegaard cuts inside, whips into the back post. Of course we don't win the header. And of course Jordan Pickford picks it up. The man's won the header with a mask on his face. He can't even see properly. Oh dear, looking like Zorro up front. These two are going to headbutt each other. Good header, Saliba. Come on, Trossard, man. We need more. That's a good ball. Saka, you 1v1. Don't slow it down. Don't slow it down. Get at him. He's... Oh, Nana's come over. Corner. Corner. Come on! Wake up! Supposed to be challenging for the league. What the hell is this? Miles off it. Absolutely miles off it. This Everton team's awful. I can't say enough how bad they've been. You've got to beat this Everton team playing like this. Corner to Arsenal. Corner number 8. We still haven't won a header yet from all these corners. Rice, Gabriel, White, Saliba. There's plenty of height in there. Fabio Vieira's right on the edge of the box. Are they going to clip it to him and try and score a volley? He's in loads of space. Taken short again. Odegaard. Here's Fabio Vieira. Touch it and hit it. First touch. Oh, the first touch didn't help him. Odegaard, Saka on the overlap. Can he pick him out? Leandro Trossard! Yeah! Yeah! Leandro Trossard! Get in there! Let's go! Leandro Trossard! Trossardinho! Bossard with the goal! Get in there! Left foot finish. Side netting. And Arsenal take the lead. Finally from a corner, but a short corner. Finds Vieira. I'm hoping everyone's onside before I celebrate. Oh, he's on. He's miles on. Saka. Great ball. What a finish that is from Trossard. What a finish. Great ball by Saka. He knows where he is. Gets between the lines. He knows. Pull it back. What a finish that is. What a finish. That is brilliant. Lovely assist by Saka. Get in there! Let's go! Come on! Told you, man. Listen, get him in them more central areas. That's where the goals are. He's in the penalty area there. Arsenal take the lead, man. I feel a lot more relaxed now, people. I feel good. Woo! Let's go. 1-0 to the Gunners. 5-star weak foot Bossard on his left foot as well. Let the man cook, man. You know what I mean? Season up the chicken Sunday dinner settings. Ball over the top. Raya's got to get there. He does. He's calm. He's calm. He's done enough there. The guy was going to take the throw in quick as well. He got enough power on it. Man like Bossard, you know. Yo. Hey. Quality from Bossard. Get in there. I predicted 2-0, so I want the 2-0 now. It's an unbelievable finish on his left foot. Odegaard. We need to dominate possession now. Keep the ball. We still could do with scoring another. 1-0 is still, you know, a risky scoreline, innit? Let's be real. How many likes are we on? Let's check. Let's check the like count. We're on nearly 2,000 likes. Make sure you like the video, people. Arsenal 1, Everton 0. Leandro Trossard, a.k.a. Bossard, a.k.a. Trossardinho, a.k.a. 5-star weak foot settings, people. Anything from Brighton just seems to be golden in football at the moment, don't it? You know, all the players they have seem to just be quality. Saka clears. I give Saka some credit. I don't think Saka's had a particularly good game, but that assist was quality. On his right foot, most people there would have just drilled that across. But he saw that Trossard was there and pulled it back close to the penalty spot. What a finish. Ball over the top. We got to be careful. You got to get there, Saliba. Good defending, fella. Corner to Everton. Let's make one thing clear here. This game is still in the balance. 1-0 is risky. How is Pickford picking out a pass that gets their left back into our penalty area? How is that happening? That's way too easy. Mikalenko is bringing that ball down on the edge of our penalty area from a goal kick from Pickford. Trixie said, you're Kane, there's metal chairs under the ring. WWF settings. David Raya collects. Well done, Dave. All right, Dave. Big Dave settings. Clean sheet for David Raya would be. Do you know what I love about that? And I don't want to do this whole, you know, oh, it looks like Odegaard's took a smack in the mouth. That's what happens in Everton, man, in Liverpool. David Raya, I always used to say Ramsdale makes me nervous coming for crosses. David Raya took that like he was picking an apple off the tree. So I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. E. Ross said opposite foot, banger of a goal. 5-star weak foot settings, people. Calm. Let's get that second just so we can relax a little bit. David Raya looks quality from crosses. Look, even there, yo, relax, man. You want it? All right, come and get it. Oh, David Raya. Oh, nah, let me not do that. That's harsh on Rambo. No, I can't lie, man. I'm all for it. We just want the best for Arsenal. If it's Ramsdale, cool. If it's Big Dave, you know, it's Big Dave. All right, Dave. Only fools and horses settings. Come on, Arsenal. 17 minutes to go. Let's get a second and end this game. Trossard with the goal. Fabio Vieira still on the pitch. Can we get the second? I'll feel a lot more relaxed. Rail is Mr. Catcher's most made last season. I saw that. It's Saka. Odegaard. Those two link-ups. Oh, what a ball. Finds Ben White. Chance hits the byline. Clips into the back post. Oh, Vieira, you should have left it for Trossard. They're not talking again. They got to talk there. It's coming on Trossard's right foot. He looks like he's in a better position to hit that. All right, trigger. All right, dive. Hey, Anthony, you know. That's a good ball from Ben White. Trossard should be screaming at him there, though. He seemed to have the better position. Miller said, Curtis, do you still want Mudryk? Nah, let him do his thing. Here's Odegaard. Don't take too long. Oh, no, that was a chance. I feel like we could have scored there. And here come Everton. Look at Gabriel Jesus' work rate. Win that ball back. Yes, well done. Arsenal win it back. Back to David Raya. Big Dave, all right, Dave. Finds Gabriel Magalhaes, who's having a good game, by the way. Big international break that was for Gabriel. I've said for a long time, you know, Thiago Silva's coming out of the Brazil squad. Marquinhos is the main man. Gabriel's got to cement that position in the Brazil team next to Marquinhos. Not all this Bremer and all these other guys they're playing. Gabriel played both games for Brazil, so his confidence should be sky high right now, you know. How are we feeling? Better, but not there yet. This is the Premier League. We know now they're putting 8, 9, 10 minutes time added on at the end of the game. So, you know, there's 15 minutes to go. There could be 25 minutes to go with the time added on. So we need a second goal. Zinni, we're playing out from the back, but it worked. Highbury's local badger said we need Matoma. I like Matoma. Gabriel with a long ball. Finds Gabriel Jesus. What a touch. Oh, the second one lets him down. The first touch was magic. The second touch was poor. What a ball, Gabriel Magalhaes. I told you that confidence was high. Zinni, you got to get there. Don't let him turn. Get tight. Get tight. Don't let him turn like that. Now he's squared you up. He's done you like you're not even there. Here's Idrissa, shoots. Oh, it's a terrible shot. I do not like that defending from Zinchenko. You do not let a winger turn and face you up like that. Gabriel Jesus, what a ball, man, from Magalhaes. Great run from Jesus. The first touch off the chest. The second one, he doesn't get it out. What a first touch. He needs to get it. Needs to get it. Ah, it hits his stomach and goes sideways. Mikalenko gets in. It could have been unreal. Wasn't a good second touch, man. Edu's barbecue. We need to remove Havertz and play Bossard as a centre forward with Jesus striker. Listen, I think you could play him there. He'll play left wing on Wednesday because Martinelli's injured, isn't he? So Trossard will start. Big up Edu's barbecue. What a touch by Trossard. Odegaard couldn't read. Here we go. We could be in. Martin Odegaard one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Has he got the pace? On his right foot. Saved. Comes out. Fabio Vieira. Surely. Oh, what a block. We got to score that. You have got to score, man. It's 1-0. It's too casual. I told you, Everton are so poor. Trossard finds Odegaard out of his feet on his right foot. Saved by Pickford. Comes to Vieira. What a block that is. He should have maybe chopped. He would have been gone. If he chops there, he's out of the ground. It's an unbelievable block. Should have been 2-0. Should have been 2-0. What a block by Mikalenko. That is corner to Arsenal. E. Ross, thank you for the super chat. Big Dave taking that apple from the tree. Bro, how are we not 2-0 up? Corner taken short again. Here's Odegaard. Finds Fabio. The touch, by the way, before from Trossard. Ball whipped in. Pickford punches it. He should have caught it. Looking like T-Rex out of Toy Story again. Pickford. Don't want to use his arms. 4,000 of you in the chat. 13 minutes to go. Arsenal 1, Everton 0. Game should be done and dusted by now. It's hanging in the balance. We need the second goal. Fabio Vieira does well. He's had a decent game. He's done well. He's getting stuck in. They've bullied him there. He wins the free kick. Take your time, Arsenal. Take your time. Take your time. F94, big up, bro. Thank you for the super chat. Uh-oh. Kai Havertz is coming on, people. Oh, my days. The Space Invader's on the way. Tomiyasu's coming on as well. I guess this is why you don't take Saka off, huh? I've always rated him. Always with the GA. I do wish he'd take his man on more, though. Our corners that led to the goal started from him finally doing that. Why is Eddie starting over Trossard? Well, for me, it's why is Eddie starting over Gabriel Jesus? I don't think Trossard is a top quality striker. I think he's a good winger. I think he could be a really good 8 as well. Ball over the top. Oh, Pickford collects it. Go on. He's offside. Big up F, though. With the super chat, really appreciate it. This game should be done and dusted. Havertz and Tomiyasu coming on, should I say. And Garner coming on for Everton. Be interesting to see who comes off for Arsenal. I would imagine Fabio Vieira will come off for Havertz, straight swap. Tomiyasu probably Zinchenko or Ben White. Surely he'll go to fullback. Let's hope Havertz comes on and scores, man. That would be nice. It would do his confidence the world of good. Who's that coming off? I believe that's Zinchenko's off. Tomiyasu will go left back. ESR again. Not getting a minute of football. What is really going on with this guy? Come through our system. Wins the Euros with the under-21s. He can't get a kick. Havertz coming on in the all-black boots. Maybe he means business. Fabio Vieira comes off. I would love Havertz to score now. I really would. I've been critical of him, justifiably so. But I would love him to score now. And get a confidence boost. Although I wouldn't want him to start the North London derby, to be honest. Decore comes off for Ghana. We kept him quiet today, which is good. Pickford pings it long. Still 10 minutes to go. Still nerve-wracking. We need that second goal. Arsenal win the ball back. Ben White smashes it long. Gabriel Jesus. Ooh, Tarkowski nearly missed that. He managed to get it. Bring Emil Smith-Rowe on. Jesus said no. Havertz. Havertz better work hard. That's all I'm saying. Listen, I'm kind of with you on that South London's finest. Listen, I don't know anything, so don't take it as gospel. You get a certain feeling when Arteta treats a player a certain way, that they're not just being like. I feel like ESR and Arteta, something ain't right there. Something just doesn't feel right. ESR, was one of his main boys that he brought through. All of a sudden, nowhere to be seen, not even coming off the bench. But hey, Trossard, that is a terrible ball given away. And we clear it. We got away with that big time there. Here we go. Saka 1v1 with Mikalenko. Look at the guy running back straight away. Saka goes past him. Ref! He pushed him over. Saka probably should have fell over there. He would have got a free kick. It still should be a foul. Havertz press as well. Jesus fouls. Free kick to Everton. Saka was actually pushed there. But because he didn't fall on the floor, the ref didn't give a free kick. Everton win the free kick on the edge of their own penalty area. 9 minutes to go. It definitely feels like ESR and Arteta, something ain't right. Something is not right. Why is this guy getting so little game time at the moment? I don't understand it, but it is what it is. How do you feel about David Raya? I would like to make the judgment at the end of the game because, it's... I like to judge a goalkeeper on a full 90 minutes, but he's having a very good game. What I will say, and I've always said this, the best goalkeepers make you feel calm. Crosses get put in, you think, he'll come and get that. On the ball, you think, he ain't going to make a mistake. And I'm just going to keep it 100. I feel calm with David Raya in goal. Now, that's not saying I didn't feel calm with Ramsdale, but I don't think I felt quite as calm. Because I don't think Ramsdale is very good at coming for crosses. And sometimes, I'm not writing him off. He can still fight his way back in. But I'm enjoying David Raya in goal at the moment. No, I'm with you, Ionis. I don't like this 1-0. 1-0 is nerve-wracking. Anything can happen. Come on, get there. Why did Tomiyasu just run off? Go and get him. Get him, Tommy. Well done. Oh, it's a free kick. This guy can't wait to give him a free kick. This fraud of a ref. Free kick to Everton. No fake scores yet, people. I've got to give a timeout for that. No fake scores. It is 0-0, but it is a free kick to Everton. Dre, you're right, man. I mean, listen, if you give me 1-0 now, I'll take it. It's a win. It's 3 points. We tick it off. But we should have won this game comfortably. Everton have been awful. There's a long way to go. 7 minutes. They'll add on plenty of time. Pickford on the halfway line. Pings it into the area high and long. The header is flicked on. Tomiyasu heads it in the air. It's like a pinball machine. Trossard clears. Can Jesus go and get it? Get him. Ho-ho. Ashley Young on the ball. Never touched him. Stop diving. Cross whipped in. David Raya comes and collects. And it's good. Ashley Young's rolling around the floor looking for a free kick. He's always been a cheat since that bird pooed in his mouth at Old Trafford. Bon Ashley Young. Arsenal have the ball. 6 minutes to go, people. Plus time added on. Knowing this ref, the way he's reffed, he'll probably add about 15 minutes on. So we're a long way from the finish line yet. I'm just hoping we can score another goal and relax a little bit. That'll definitely settle things down. Here is Martin Odegaard finds Saka. Arsenal keep the ball well. Can we get that Havertz goal, people? He's playing high up the pitch as well. Here's Gabriel Magalhaes. It's going to be a long 6 minutes plus the time added on as well. We're keeping the ball well. Tire this Everton team out and then punish them on the break. Here's David Raya who's being pressed. It's a great ball. It's a great ball, innit? Ramsdale must be closing his eyes every time he does something like that. I'm telling you. A bird. Well, you didn't know, Dre. People, tell him. Tell him about the time when the bird pooed in Ashley Young's mouth. Here's Havertz, left-hand side. Havertz whips it in. Oh, it goes out for a goal kick. It's actually a poor cross. Bro, the bird dumped in his mouth, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, editors. People saying editors. Reach out to me, man. I might need an editor. CurtisShawTV@hotmail.com. Shout me. Havertz green screen if he scores. Why not? Why not? He nearly scored there, actually. I think he tried to cross it, though. That was the problem. Would have been better off loaning out ESR and Nelson instead of Tierney and Pepe. Those HLM boys' careers are suffering. They need game time, don't they? They need game time. Yeah, they caught it on cam. It's there on YouTube. The bird dumped in his mouth. Trossard is underrated. Trossard's a baller, man. But anyway, long time to go. This game's going very slow. Pickford, every time he gets it, he's just going to smash it forward. And he does there. Great header, Gabriel. Come on, Havertz. Move the ball. Here's Trossard. Good. Calm there. We play it long. I think we need to keep the ball a little bit better than that. They're just going to keep whacking it into the area. Here's Trossard. Look at them little triangles. Pop it. Oh, no. He gives it away just as I say that. Everton have the ball back. This is going to be a long, long ending to the game. What's going on here? What's this ref doing? What is he doing now? He's going to book Gabriel Jesus for talking. You can't even talk with this Phil Mitchell, mate. I don't know what's wrong with him. Oh, Tarkovsky and Jesus. He's talking to both of them. Just get on with it, man. Yeah, no. Dre, basically, during a game, a bird just dumped in his mouth. It's there on YouTube. They always laugh when I say I've got a Hotmail address, don't they? I'm old school, man. I ain't got no Gmail address. I never updated it. Ashley Young was on the radio. He claimed it wasn't bird poo. It looked like it to me, mate. Ashley Old must be tired now. They need to take him off. In fact, don't take him off. Leave him on. Everton are making a change. Dwight McNeil comes off. And Shamiti comes on and Patterson comes on for Ashley Old, a.k.a. Ashley Young, a.k.a. the bird's toilet. Anyway, the ref is a cheat. I agree. Cap said I'm still on Hotmail as well. You got to respect Hotmail, people. It's the original. Look at this. Pickford is taking free kicks in our half. One-dimensional Sean Dyche masterclass. Please win this header. Raya's come for it. You've got to get it. He's dropped it. It's a free kick. I'll let you off. I was about to start panicking. It was a foul. Go on, Davidson. Big, all right, dive. Big Dave, mate. I like the confidence to come and get it. I'm going to be honest. I think he's a bit lucky to get the free kick there. It kind of looked like it was our player who bumped into him at the start. But I'll let you off, mate. All right, dive. He's had a great game. Inverted goalkeeper, people. Inverted keeper. Aaron Ramsdale on the bench. Scratching his chin. Doesn't look happy. Fabio's clicking his neck back in. It's all going off. But anyway. Sebastian said, you know what, Big C? It has to be said. Arsenal have been labouring so far this season. Do you think the method of Arteta's madness is working? The reality is, we're not free-flowing at the moment. We're not. Our chance creation feels a lot lower. Doesn't feel like we're going to score many goals, which is frustrating. But if we get out of here with a win, we would have all taken 4 wins out of 5, you know, considering... and 4 wins and a draw, 2 points off City, joint second, without really kicking into gear yet. So... when Man City start the season slow, which they often do, we all say, don't worry, they'll get better at the end of the season. The problem is City have started this season very quick. So I'm still trying to cling to that hope that we can still go up another level because I don't think we're playing that well at the moment. 9 goals scored. Brighton have scored 15 goals so far. So I think it's the attack. There's a lot of games where I'm thinking we should score 3 and we're scoring 1. Here's Tomiyasu. We're approaching the 90th minute. Trossard does well. Finds Havertz. Declan Rice gives it away. Here come Everton. Ball's whipped out wide. It's Calvert-Lewin. He whips it in. Oh, my God. It goes out for a goal kick. I thought he was going to shoot there. Maybe he couldn't see through that mask. That is poor from Deckers. He was looking for Trossard. I don't like the way Calvert-Lewin peeled off Ben White there. Wow, we're lucky. we're lucky there. They had someone in the area who had a bit of time there. As we get closer to the end of the game, we'll talk about man of the match, Kevy. 4 minutes added on. I'm happy with that. When I've been seeing 10, 15 minutes. Sean Dyche is fuming. What the hell are you talking about, mate? There was 15 minutes yesterday. We eat bricks, we eat wood, we eat concrete. Where'd you get 4 minutes from? I'll see you in the car park, mate. We put grandmas in headlocks. 4 minutes added on. Sean Dyche, little update there, people. Dre said we need a pure striker, broken record. Just give Ivan Toney the money. It's as simple as that. No more messing about. Get a centre forward in. Well done, Kai Havertz. Wins the ball back. 4 minutes. We got 3.5 minutes left. What are you doing, Gabriel Magalhaes? Slices it up in the air. He nearly got caught on the ball. Just smash it. No time for pretty football, bro. And we get a throw in. We get away with it. For me, man of the match would probably be either the goalkeeper or one of the defenders. You could say Trossard for the finish, but I think we've actually defended really well. I was going to say Gabriel's had a really good game, and then he does madness like that. The only reason I struggle to give David Raya man of the match, I don't think he's had a shot on target. So it's a bit difficult to give a goalkeeper man of the match when you haven't made one save. Has he had one save to make? Let's look at the stats. 2.5 minutes to go. Everton have had one shot on target. I can't even remember what that shot was. So it can't have been great, but we can give it David Raya just for vibes. What's going on here? We got Jesus down on the floor. We got a throw in. Jesus holding his face. Zinchenko man of the match. I don't know. You know, he's had. It's crazy because his passing's been great and terrible at the same time. But he's not. Jesus got a little whack there, but I think he's all right. It's time wasting. Big up GJB Guna. So entertaining, Big C. Make the game so much better. We try, man. You know the slogan, information and entertainment, people. That's what we're here for. Screw it. Saka man of the match. Nah, I can't. The assist was brilliant, though. I like Ben White's performance. Done well. Rice quietly. He's done well. I didn't like that pass at the end. We kept a clean sheet, so, well, we nearly have. Here's Gabriel Jesus in the corner. Oh, skill. Don't let this guy out of that corner. We've got 4 players there. Win it back. Don't let him get out. Oh, Calvert-Lewin's got it. Don't let him turn. He's turn. Come on. Clatter him. Yeah, well done. I'm convinced Calvert-Lewin can't see anything in that mask because he's lost the ball every time he's had it. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go, people. 90 seconds. Sean Dyche is chewing on a brick. And we're on our way to victory, hopefully. Rice has been good. He's protected the back four very well. Rice, the only one with no mistakes. The ref man of the match, he's been shocking, mate. I would not give it to him. Can we get another goal? Just to make it look more comfortable. Deckers looks for Saka. Mikalenko, he'll foul him again. Look, he's literally grabbing him. Hold on, Bakayo. 50 seconds to go, people. Let's go. They're walking out the stadium, people. They've had enough. Harry said, Curtis, I'm loving the Ramsdale agenda. You've got an agenda. We love Big Dave. All right, Dave. Clean sheet, first game. Gabriel Jesus. Corner ball. Give us the corner. Corner ball. Well done, Gabby Jesus. 30 seconds to go, people. 30 seconds, loving this. 4,200 of you in the chat. 63 of you on Twitch. Hit that like button. 21 seconds to go, and I ain't talking about the song by So Solid. We are on our way to victory. Jesus wins another corner. Get out of here, Mikalenko. Don't step on these boots. They're new ones. Oh, Grant Mitchell's the ref. So you got Phil Mitchell reffing and Grant Mitchell running the line. The 4 minutes are up, ref. So feel free to blow your whistle. I've seen enough. Give us our 3 points and get back to London. We haven't been great today, but I'll take the 3 points all day long. Corner taken short. Jesus kicks it in. Blow your whistle, you fraud. Blow your whistle. We're 20 seconds over. Yes! Get in there! 3 point collecting settings, people. It was not a classic. You do not want to watch the highlights. But Arsenal have won by 1-0. Leandro Trossard with a fantastic left-footed finish. Big 3 points for the Gunners. David Raya, clean sheet on his first start for Arsenal. I thought the back four played well. Saliba and Gabriel kept Beto quiet. Ben White was solid. Zinchenko, some of his passing was good, some was not so good, but in general he was good. Rice protected. Fabio Vieira was decent. Odegaard was decent. Saka, good assist. Martinelli, it's a shame about him. That's probably the worst part of the game for us. Martinelli coming off with an injury. I thought Eddie was lackluster today, to be honest. But we get the 3 points. Trossard comes off the bench. And we win the game, people. Let me know in the comments who you think was man of the match today. Because I'm kind of thinking Trossard, Rice, any of the back four, or the goalkeeper. I thought Deckers did a very good job again. David Raya only had one save to make, but I had a lot of confidence in the way he was playing. I said when David Raya signed for Arsenal, he hasn't signed to sit on the bench. You don't spend £27 million on a goalkeeper to bench him. I know we haven't signed him on a permanent yet, but we've got the option at the end of the season. Arteta goes over to the Arsenal fans. It's a long journey on a Sunday afternoon. Let's get the tweet out. Big 3 points. It wasn't pretty, but a great goal by Trossard. And a solid clean sheet for Raya on his debut. Champions League on Wednesday. Oh, beautiful. Words I haven't said for 6 seasons, people. Words I haven't said for 6 seasons. Get in there, Deckers, lad. He loves this club, I'm telling you. That's a big 3 points. Big 3 points, that. I'm telling you now. Everton away in the rain. Gabriel Magalhaes with the elite hairline from Turkey and the teeth from Turkey as well. He's rejuvenated. Zinchenko, who's he going over to? I don't know who he's talking to. I think he's shaking hands with Everton fans. He's standing. Oh, Mikolenko's his Ukraine international teammate, isn't he? Listen, Zinni, at times, his passing was outstanding. A couple of sloppy passes, but brilliant. David Raya, I think Ramsdale will start on Wednesday in the Champions League. I think he'll rotate. But that's a solid debut from David Raya. Filled us with confidence, collected the crosses. Big 3 points for the Gunners. Danjuma and Ramsdale hugging. I think they were at Brentford together. Peter Reid there and Joe Royle don't look very happy. 2 former Everton managers, I think. Anana and Decore and Idrissa, we kept them quiet today, to be fair. Let's get one thing clear. Everton were horrible today. That's the last time. Yeah, goodbye, Goodison. The last time Arsenal will play Everton at Goodison Park in the league. Everton have got a new stadium next season. But the way they played today, they could be in the Championship. They were horrendous. They were absolutely terrible. Let me read these super chats. Usman, great stream, Big C. Jesus needs to start the North London derby. That's absolute standard procedure. Tiny Lou said, hey, Big C, just wanted to give a hubby a shout out on his birthday. Great to have Arsenal win. 2, to keep the day going. Yeah, appreciate that. Big him up on his birthday as well. S. Runny said, we finally beat Everton at Goodison Park after 6 years without beating them. I have to admit, I think that's the worst Everton team possibly that I've ever seen in the Premier League. Honestly, they are horrendous. At no point in that game did they look like winning. Chelsea drew with Bournemouth, spent $1 billion, can't score a goal. Nicholas Jackson moonwalking up front, terrible. But we beat Everton 1-0. Do I need to watch Match of the Day? Not really. Wasn't a classic, but we got the win. You go to Everton, didn't play that great. We got the win, but we got a big game on Wednesday in the Champions League, and then the North London derby next weekend. Massive week for Arsenal people. Ideally, if I was nitpicking a little bit, we should have won that game sooner. 2 or 3-0, Everton would have been gone. Everton have only scored 2 goals in 5 games. They are terrible. They are in a relegation scrap. If you score earlier in that game, I think you beat Everton 3-4-0 today. That's just one thing that I would like to see from Arsenal. Killer instinct. Finish these teams off quicker. Because 0-0, 1-0, anything can happen. But we got the 3 points and we move. S. Ronnie said we finally beat Everton at Goodison after all them years. Job done, people. 3 points in the bag. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be back on at 2 p.m. tomorrow as we round up the game, do the player ratings and all of that good stuff. Arsenal back up to joint second in the league. Let me just quickly show you the league table, actually, before a lot of you saying, show us the league table. Let's have a look at the league table. So Arsenal are, well, officially, we're in 4th place. We're behind Liverpool and Spurs, only on goal difference. But hopefully we smash up Nando's FC next week in the North London derby. We play Man City in 3 weeks at the Emirates. We need to beat them if we got any chance of winning this league. Brighton absolutely flying at the moment. Top scorers in the league with 15 goals as they smash Man U. Sorry, Man U and Chelsea fans. I'm not accepting the cookies and I'm not going on page 2 to look for your rubbish teams. Great way to finish the weekend. 1-0 win against Everton. It was scrappy. It was ugly. But job done, people. See you all 2 p.m. tomorrow. Bless.